You already know what it is, man. We smoking tonight. You know what I'm saying? We gonna smoke on something tonight, man. Pull up, man. Get a old boy name out the titles. You know what I'm saying? But we know who started this, and I'm gonna show you exactly how.
For real. 4L step team stepping on.
China Mac interview tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Pull up in it, man. You know what I'm saying? For the last couple of days, Ray Allen, salute, Cupid, salute, Selassie. All right? Been saying it for the last couple of days. Your man just went off on us. Hold on for a second.
Tag me in the video when Five Mics called me out. But respectfully, when I came outside, when I called Five Mics out, I did a live outside in the projects. You better go look.
Y'all know I want to title his name so bad right now. You know what I'm saying? Talking Greasy, still running that same storyline. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all how he violated Zip with the drip, right? And you know, he trying to clean it up. Ray Allen, salute. You know what I mean? Trying to clean it up. You trying to clean it up. You trying to diss a nigga. This is what I'm trying to say, man. I want y'all niggas to listen to me tonight, man. I hope Zip pull up.
That live, getting my hair braided, waiting for Five. I got my hair braided, waiting for Five Mics to come outside and play in the Bronx, and he didn't show up. So tell Five Mics to shut up, cause Five Mics ain't no shooter, and I'll leave that as that. He ain't no shooter. He better stick to basketball and rapping. Fire above the rim his ass. One Guapo salute, family. Thank you for sponsoring this war. Let's light this super chat up. YouTube don't want to pay me no more. Where the money at? Lewis, Oz, we got you. That's
the link is pinned, y'all.
D have it. Shout out to you, family. That's what's up. Stop playing with me.
I love when this nigga get drunk.
Man, this new generation, man, this is why I'd rather stay in my house. And if I decide to have me a sip of whatever I'm going to do, I stay out the way because people are not playing by the rules. And somebody else's mistake will lead for you to go to jail. Like, they're not watching what's going on. They're not paying attention. Just like China Mac, right? Reports y'all don't understand.
Now, that's what I'm trying to say, the China Mac situation. Again, if y'all been watching the channel, you know what I'm saying? Salute, Juice. We appreciate you around here, right? Check it out. Have y'all been watching the whole situation that happened? Nobody was talking about a race issue until this black devil started. You know what I'm saying? You's a black devil, my nigga. You know, like for real. Let's just think about it. That conversation, what it did. The conversation about China Mac not wanting to go on Math Hoffa show, and you turned this shit into a whole race thing.
I understand.
Or because you trying to suck off Math Hoffa dick and keep staying Math Hoffa graces because you've been rocking with Math Hoffa lately. You know what I'm saying? You so busy worried about Math Hoffa, you feel me? That's the reason why you came at this nigga China Mac. It ain't because you give a fuck about black people. You don't care about black people, Holmes. You don't give a fuck about no black people, nigga. So all y'all motherfuckers out here that's taking the approach like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, China Mac, yeah, you got any opinion against China Mac based off what this nigga said, you niggas are some mindless fools, man.
There's nobody that interested in black culture to the point to where that China Mac keep finding his way around all the gang members. You know why? Because he's doing intel for his country.
Now he's doing intel for his country.
And had people following him, then hyped him up all the way up. You can say I was damn near a cheerleader to the nigga.
Well, I want to hear what he say about Zip with the drip, man. Have you heard this part? You didn't hear this part yet, right?
No.
Check this out.
He is on the news, blowing up what's going on in the prison. And then y'all want to know why? You know, black YouTube, y'all so disloyal. These hoes ain't, I made you. I built you niggas.
Well, let's go through the stats again, because me and you was talking about this earlier. Let's do the math. You have a sister named Tracy that's in the black in the beef sector. She got 4,000 subs, but she gets continuously at least 1,000 people. So let's multiply that by 5. 4 times 5, she would have 20,000. So it's safe to say her ratio, she would have about 5,000 people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? If she had a little bit more subs, you know what I'm saying? The point is, she's getting the same numbers that this 500,000 sub having motherfucker is getting. That shit's smoke and mirrors. He didn't get nobody lit over here. So when people talk about like you didn't get nobody lit. YouTube is YouTube. You didn't create YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You didn't create a lane. All of us came like from the jail sector, if you want to keep it real. He comes from celebrity gossip and letting niggas nut on top of his kneecaps and his legs. Come on, let's keep it real. He said the man came on his body. You feel me? I ain't come out like that. So how could me or anybody else, China Brim, any one of us, 10 toes, come up off a business model that you came out with? Dope shirt, by the way.
And then y'all laugh and talk about, look at her son Campbell views. I got 3,000 views in the first 6.
Now I think that was a cap at Mac. But I've been saying that your views going down for a couple days.
15 minutes of this video, of this live. But nevertheless, yes, if you pay attention to all the black YouTube with the Giants, Tasha K, Lovely T, like even math numbers is going down right now.
Lies. Again, smoke and mirrors.
All of black YouTube numbers is falling. You know why?
Right.
It's rigged.
The game is rigged.
They trying to get black people on YouTube.
It's not rigged when you winning.
To a recession. They slowing our money down. And we all see it, but y'all laughing. But I want y'all to understand something, right? My smoke, I don't even think y'all understand. The money that I've made off of YouTube, it might be slowing down, but you'll never make it. And some of you niggas laugh.
Yo, listen, when YouTube falls out or they take his channel, what do we got? I don't know. Hassan Campbell Records?
That's why he said, and y'all laughing. That's why he said it like that. Because he fears that day may come.
Laughing at me ain't gonna never get a YouTube plaque. And you see the difference?
Nobody cares.
Campbell sitting in this live right here by myself, right?
Hold on for a second. I think he shot at you too, maybe. He definitely shot at me. Hold on. I got a video uploaded right now. Go on there. I should make it public right now, matter of fact. That's what I'm going to do while I'm on this live.
He don't like to say my name. He think he's getting me lit.
He think he getting you lit? Everybody got lit. Now, you see him. He going to take off on Zip.
That was crazy. I felt like, yo, why you just didn't call Zip and have a conversation? Yo, Zip, those are my ops. Why didn't you do that? Why was your first instinct to go to do a live on Zip? Like, that was crazy, bro.
Okay, but he said that he sat down. He talking about. He said he sat down with me, and then he said that was a disloyal move. Like he's purposely going to this nigga ops. No, I was doing a video about Zip and Anton Daniels. You know what I'm saying? And Zip came up to defend himself against what I was saying about him and Anton Daniels.
Oh,
the name Hassan Campbell never even came up. Again, another conversation he put himself in to make himself look like a motherfucking target. Nigga, you a target for other reasons. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's motherfucking. We don't have no conversation behind closed doors and say, I'm going to go for this guy and we're going to. I mean, we have conversations about what's going on in YouTube streets, but nobody is fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't conspire with fucking 10 toes down the rest of these niggas out here to go against you. I don't need none of these motherfuckers. I was saying whatever the fuck I was saying without these niggas. And I don't think that people put themselves, what other motherfuckers? We all watching the same shit. Who don't see what's going on?
Why would me and Lord I can't fall out? That's my brother. So basically, being at your acts, right? Because I'm not going to talk indirect. Being that, Mr. Let's get to that. Zip with the drip. Here's my problem with Zip with the drip.
Oh, he did say his name.
He jumped out the window. Zip came to YouTube because I told him to come to YouTube. But before he got to YouTube, he was on Instagram with no numbers, with no followers.
Again, taking credit for somebody else's work.
I took his rap videos, tagged him to it, and had people following him, then hyped him up all the way up. You could say I was damn near a cheerleader to the nigga because I loved my brother and wanted for my brother what I want for myself. Right. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to love on each other. No homo. We're supposed to love on each other because nobody loves us. So I did for him what people didn't do for me.
Did he do Zipper? Did he do Zipper favor? That's what I'm saying. Like, did he do Zipper favor?
Yo, how? Okay, here's the thing, Mac. Why would you feel that comfortable taking credit for that? All you did was tell him, "Yo, what, you should go to YouTube." That's all you did, bro.
Saying some more shit?
Promoted him as right, made him popular on Instagram and YouTube. Nobody wasn't watching his videos until I pushed him. Respectfully, Zip. Now, here's my
true?
thing, right? And I want y'all to talk to Zip in the comment section. How did you make your way to 10 Toes Down platform? Ill? The dirty section? You would have sat down with a nigga that's been making videos about me every single day for 2 years. Not only does he make videos about me, he lies about my life. I put my wife's information out there on the internet.
They go that victim shit again, like you ain't disrespect his family, violate his wife. You know what I'm saying? Talk about you was gonna fuck this nigga. You want him to suck your dick. Just like you said to me on 050 and other platforms. But now you the victim. This is what I don't understand, something. What we doing here?
Nasty work.
What is
Where's
it?
Venezuela? Where's Venezuela, man?
This sensitive thug shit right here.
Yeah, he needs a hug, man.
Sensitive thugs need some fucking hug. That nigga don't need a hug. That nigga need a fucking bullet to his head.
Mm.
That's what you need. You need to just go ahead, man. You know what I'm saying? Even that or just get low.
Everybody that I've ever fell out with, 10 Toes Down became friends with him. I picked up the dirty section 050 China Brim. I'm the one that introduced him to the internet. Shared his videos. His first line was giving flowers to Hassan Campbell. Dick Rider. I fell out with them snakes. What is his name? 10 Toes Down. He recruited him. Fell out with Five Guard. He recruited him. Fell out with Ruin Cross. He recruited him. Had beef with the dude. What is his name again? Oh,
You gotta see his face when he say this.
Macaroni and cheese, whatever.
The
nigga
dude.
went to after I had beef. There's a video on YouTube that he uploaded all over the internet of me backing out my Bible and backing.
Listen to the language.
Is that I was fake? It was a fake gun. It was fake. But I had to defend myself. So I bluffed niggas, backed them down. I'm in the projects. Surrounded.
Hit the like button, y'all. We 14 minutes in. We got Jamel Solid here. He had a dope live a little while ago. This nigga's on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. We knew this was gonna happen, though, right? We knew he was gonna flip on Zip, right?
We knew, but I just feel bad because I like Zip, you know. So it's like, but he's where I was just at. He has so much faith that Hassan is like, yo. He's probably looking at the numbers like, yo, Hassan's that guy. And it's if I could warn him, I would. But you know, I don't know if I could probably get
Hey,
through
look,
to him. So I just keep my mouth shut.
he don't got a good track record. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that aligning yourself with a nigga like that doesn't put you with the money. It take you away from the money. You know what I'm saying?
And take you
Even if I
away
have a
from the
problem with
money.
it. Yeah, I'll be looking at it like this. If I'm on the outside looking in, I'm like, yo, homeboy got the glow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Right now. You heard? Because the glow don't stay forever with nobody. It stayed forever with Michael Jackson. You feel me? You got to know what to do right now. You feel me? You got to know what to do. And if you align yourself with the wrong people, look, think about some of them number one draft picks that went nowhere. We don't remember them. You know what I'm saying? If they were number one draft picks because they didn't know how to cash in. You know what I'm saying?
Respectfully, when the Rock split, both of them looked like they had the glow. Dame Dash definitely from doing years of the Armadale Shake. You know what I'm saying? He definitely looked like he had that glow. And then you had Jay-Z at the time running around with open toe flip flops and bell bottom denim jeans. It didn't really know you ain't really know where Jay was going with it, but he was still Hove. You understand? He was still Hove. This thing is about not messing up relationships. So I would have hated to have been Kanye at that moment. Like, damn, who I choose? Why do I got to choose at all? Can I be cool with both of y'all? Suppose you choose Dame. Guess what? You somewhere hustling upside down Pumas right now.
Oh,
I fuck with those Pumas though. I fuck with CEO sneakers. I'm just saying.
all right. Let me finish.
I fuck with Dame Dash. I'm just saying.
Look,
A household brand. The only thing I ask is for you not to sit down at the table with my enemies. See, sometimes I get deterred from helping people. Don't want to help people.
all right, my bad. We just get back.
Sat down with losing niggas on YouTube. The niggas that don't never get 100,000 views. For a nigga that's sitting up there getting you, what I doing? Ask me questions about that. But you chilling with this nigga. And I'm the nigga, the dirty section, you would have sat down with a nigga that's been making videos about me every single day for 2 years.
Talking about Shaq.
Not only does he make videos
And
about me,
that's a lie. Cause Shaq don't make videos about this nigga.
he lies about my life. I put my wife information out there on the internet. Everybody that I
He did all this shit.
10 toes down became friends with him. I picked up the dirty section 050 China Breath. I'm the one that introduced him to the internet. Shared his videos. His first live was giving flowers to Hassan Campbell. Right. Nothing. He wanted to give me flowers. I fell out with them snakes. What is his name? 10 toes down. He recruited him. Fell out with Five Guard. He recruited him. Fell out with Roy Cross. He recruited him. Had beef with the dude. What is his name again? Macaroni and cheese. Whatever. The nigga went to Bronx River after I had beef. There's a video on YouTube that he uploaded all over the internet.
Very, very proud moment of mine too. By the way, Saldine. Should I say? You know what I mean? I did the work regarded with that.
Well, don't give yourself too much credit.
Yeah.
He actually put the video up before you did. You understand?
Yeah, well, he put it up the fake version. He lied. He said he talked, but you know what he did say in that video? He spoke about how niggas ran down on him with pistols. You feel me? And then he backed down the fake joint. That's what I heard. Sounded like he was snitching.
It sounded like too much talking to me. Yeah.
And then he also acknowledged the fact that it all was on camera. That it was all on camera. He knew that he was performing for the camera. He even said that. Alright.
And back the niggas down. That was fake. It was a fake gun. It was fake. But I had to defend myself. So I niggas backed them down. I was in the projects.
He had to defend himself because he said niggas backed him down. Now, in that video, I know 3 of the niggas that was in the video. You understand what I'm saying? I know 3 of the motherfuckers that's in the video. These are the niggas that you talking about backed you down, bro. What is you talking about, my nigga? You the one that said that thing back. Yeah, it sound like that. Matter of fact, what it is you said that these niggas backed you down with guns. You said that I'm the one that sent them at you about the video about Dawn. You feel me? Lie. The whole shit was a fucking lie. I didn't send those niggas for him. You dig where I'm coming from? I didn't even give a fuck that the video was out when I got it. And then furthermore, if I'm all the way in Ohio, how the fuck did I get a video all the way in Bronx River? You know what I'm saying?
My, my G, sometimes you gotta believe when people show you who they are. You understand? They show you who they are. You gotta believe them, and that's my best advice
But
to
this
Zip.
what, yeah, go ahead, speak to that.
Yeah, no, that's my best advice. This dude done showed you. I know Zip is doing a live right now on 1090 Jake, and he's starting to catch it. I like what you're doing, Zip. I see that you did a lot. You're doing a live on 1090 Jake right now. But as far as this guy is concerned, right here, his first instinct wasn't to call you and be like, yo, why you do that, yo, and talk it out like grown men. Whatever happened to like regular communication? Why is everything a dramatic effect? Like, yo, they another one. These dirty YouTube niggas and these. It's like, come on, bro. You could
But
establish
even
the whole.
he went for it because he's saying, yo, 1090, he like, yo, China Mac, we was up north and everything, but I'm not fucking with you. He's saying, matter of fact, Chad Hugo beats. I don't even want. We gotta cancel that too. We gotta cancel anything Chinese and hip hop. Period. Because Hassan Campbell said that.
No, 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 no. That's not what he said on his live.
That's what he said.
No, no, no. I was listening.
What
He
he said?
said he was basically saying that's why he is fucking with China Mac. He said he's fucking with China Mac today. He didn't say he wasn't fucking with China Mac. He was telling why he did fuck with China Mac.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, bro.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
He's
minute.
saying he was saying if basically that's what he said. He said if we're gonna get rid of the Chinese people, then we got to get rid of Wu Tang Clan. We got to get rid of Miss Info. No, he was on China Mac's side today, bro. That's why I was fucking with Zip. That's why I'm fucking with because he
Okay,
was
this is what
acting.
you're saying. This is what you're saying. This is what you're telling me. You're telling me these things, right?
Yeah,
Okay, this is what you're telling me. All right. Okay. This is what you're telling me. All right. All right. Hold on. You like you about to try to kick knowledge with me, man. I'm about to get him off. I gotta get at least twice in the show. I gotta get him out. You know what he did to me earlier? He waited to see my face, and then he kicked me off the show. He kicked me off the show. Jamel Saldin, biggest clout chaser in YouTube. Check this out,
I'm
right?
working on it. I'm working on it.
Me too. Me too. I'm trying to get straight. Uh, what do you? Okay, okay. Maybe I'm moving too fast. Maybe I'm moving too fast.
Players fuck up too. I did bad. I let the fact that I met China Mac in jail influence what I was saying on the internet. You heard? Yeah, I met him in jail. So I was right. China Mac, get your ass out of hip hop. You heard? Stay out of black people business. You heard? Get your ass out of hip hop. While you at it, take back them 5 mics that Miss Info gave Nas. You heard? Yeah, Illmatic is not a classic album no more. Cause y'all gotta stay out of black people business. Get out of hip hop. Take back all of them Neptunes beats that Chad helped make. Yeah, take those back. We don't want none of those in hip hop. You heard? Let's get to that. We don't want those. Stay out of black people business, my nigga. And lastly, before you go, make sure you take back that name, Wu Tang Clan. We don't want nothing to do with that no more. From now on, them niggas are gonna be the Staten Island Ferriers or something like that, you heard? But we don't want that in hip hop no more, you heard? Y'all gonna stay out of black people business, you heard, China Mac? So gather up your belongings and get out of hip hop. Let's get to that.
Yeah, he was being sarcastic, bro. He broke it down in his live.
Okay, I get it. I get it. I understand it. But what I'm more interested in is what China Max said. Listen to this. I didn't notice. I didn't look at the example of basketball as as a landing point for what this whole argument. But check this out.
Salute, Mikey B.
Mikey B up here. Salute, Mikey B. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, so lately I've been hearing a lot of talk about me being a guest
We gonna have China Mac tomorrow, man. I'm gonna interview him tomorrow, man. We're gonna do a different type of interview. Instead of kicking around, you know what I mean? Like I feel like it's time for the conversation to get to the next level.
in hip hop. Me? Born and raised in New York City, the home of hip hop. Like, been involved with hip hop since 1987. Like, I can bet my whole life savings that I know more about hip hop than
You know he wanted to say 90% of you niggas, right? You know that's what he wanted to China Mac wanted to say that I know more hip hop than 90% of you niggas. And
I
now
caught China Mac about to slip up a few times, but it's all good.
you know he get drunk and he slinging nigga all day. I wouldn't even give a care. I wouldn't care. I would not care. I wouldn't be tripping. I ain't no sellout. Your mother's a sellout, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. Hold up, listen to the kid.
90% of y'all that's saying that I'm against hip hop. Like, that logic don't even make sense to me. Like, make it make sense. Like, if we apply that logic to, let's say, basketball, right? Basketball culture. A white man invented basketball, right? You do know that. So if we apply that same logic, Michael Jordan, a guest in basketball culture.
Impossible. Impossible. But let's get back to the conversation. The conversation doesn't start without the fifth grader putting that out there because nobody cared about that. I mean, we rock with China Mac, but we ain't, you know what I mean? Like, don't care if you're not rocking with Matt Hoffa. Even the motherfucker with a red, black, and green kufi on right now do not care about that, bro.
Yeah.
He put it was only that video. That same week, right? He put himself in another video saying something about China Mac, saying what has he done for his community. Look.
Shout out First Class Empire.
China Mac wants to know what Hassan Campbell's doing for the black community. Hold on. Now, I'm trying to show you a track record that he's just putting himself in a conversation. Who's the best MC, Biggie, Jay-Z, or Nas? He wasn't a part of this conversation. Just like he coming for Zip about, you know what I'm saying, like me sitting down with Zip. Me sitting down with Zip. Zip was coming to defend himself against something I said about Zip and Anton Daniels. What does this man do? Turn around and talk about how Anton Daniels handed Zip his ass. You feel me? He's like, you look stupid. You look dumb as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I need to be sending you a book. So I'm saying that, look, for a nigga that did a lot of time in jail, for any real motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to the internet or real life, there's certain things you're just not going to do. All that fake shit and making fake beef up and you diss me and call me a dumb nigga and a dick sucker and all this crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? That don't rock in my book. That's not good business in my book. But look how he puts up in the conversation right here. Listen to this shit. Start a problem with a nigga. Now here's his rap.
Shall we begin? So China Mac wants to know, what does Hassan Campbell do for the black community? As if my voice, me being a motivational speaker, trying to get these kids out of the street.
How?
As if they're good enough. So
that's what I'm saying. How? It's all myth. Fuck is we talking about?
Trying to get the kids out the street.
Yeah.
You got a weird way of doing that, bro.
I don't understand.
He wants to know, this is the card that they play.
Every time they die. Hold up, stop it, Mac. Stop it, Mac. Let's make sense out of this. Let's make sense. The kid that they did the stabbing dance to, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think his name is Nudie, something like that. Not the same Nudie you talking about, right? It's another, but he was only 14 years old.
All right.
Yo, when he died, Hassan was going dumb, doing his whole rock box snot thing. It was very disrespectful. So because you know how to, is that your method, my guy? To disrespect young people that's getting murdered in hopes that they'll see the light? Like, nah, son, because if I die out here, I don't want the son making jokes of me, so I'm going to straighten up my image right now. Like, what's your method, bro?
Let's finish listening. Hit the like button.
assume that I don't do nothing. Well, since you insist on knowing what I'm doing for the community, just this Christmas, we just did a toy drive, and I don't even celebrate Christmas. In a coat drive, giving back to the community. See, I'm not going to sit up there.
What did that consist of? This shit is just words to me.
And
I don't know. But I know he went to the Bronx and he basically told everybody that was living over there, who wants to live here? This is dirty and filthy. Did we remember that? So that's what you did for the community. You went over there and you demoralized their conditions. That's what you did. Go ahead.
go through all of the things that I do, because that's how you lose your blessings. On the day of judgment, God is going to ask you, what do you do? What did you do?
I know what it is. He a pimp. This nigga's a pimp. He's a whole pimp. I love it.
In his name.
A Muslim pimp.
And then it said he will say to the people, you did this because you wanted the glorification of the people and not the glorification of God. When you give in silence so you don't lose the blessing.
That's a lie. In Islam, you give in public. In Islam, we have the exact opposite of whatever the fuck he's talking about. You give in public. You know what I'm saying? And yes, Jay Rico, a fucking con artist.
War comes from God. But since you insist
Shout out Shakira.
on seeing what I do for the community, let me show you. Me at the coat/toy giveaway.
Coat/toys. That's like Wild Bill up in this picture with him. No, but it's not. He went to a gym. He's showing a video at a gym with people. So you give him in private, but yeah, he's recording the whole thing. All right.
Yeah, why would you come? Yo, there's 1,000 channels here, bro. You could just beat it. That's what you could do, bro. Like, ain't nobody said we justice. We content creators. Go look in the mirror, bro. That's where you find your entertainment.
They're having some shit going on in the comments. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Cause I looked at the comments just now. I be trying to do my content right. I gingerly look at the comments. You know, not 9 out of 10 times if it's a problem, somebody's gonna hit my IG or something, let me know, pay attention. But for the most part, I don't pay attention to no comments. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. My people that rock with me, they rock with me. Everybody know who Saladin is. We trying to just deal with the show. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like the show can be derailed if you pay too much attention to the comments. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might not understand what I'm saying, but me on this end, I need to keep my shit together. All right? And I'm trying to get to a point. So, the link is pinned. If anybody got something to say, pull up. All right? Now we talking about a nigga that like to let niggas nut on his fucking legs. You did? What the fuck we talking about? We talking about a light-skinned Puerto Rican nigga that tells you about black shit. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's a whole fucking Rican. Talking about black affairs. Why China Mac can't talk about whatever the fuck he want to talk about? Matter of fact, he wasn't even in the conversation for nothing. You know what I'm saying? That nigga just said, I don't want to rock with Mav Hoffa because it's street shit.
That's it. That's it.
Street code shit. Mav acting doing police shit. I don't like that.
My nigga, he said that, and we've been talking about this shit for 3 weeks, bro. Because, like you said, your man started race baiting, but he race baits a lot. He did the same thing with 1090 Jake. He race baits a lot, bro.
Now, is what 1090 Jake doing snitching?
You have to tell me what he did because I'm just seeing clips of and little pieces here and there. Can you break down what 1090 Jake did?
Basically, he went on an interview and he giving them information on how inmates operate in jail. So now the same exact information that's available
Right.
on mad documentary shows, on mad
Mad.
shit, right?
Yeah.
Now he's ratting because he's telling y'all what the hell's going on, you know what I'm saying, in jail.
Well, I would keep that same energy though. This is what I don't like. If you're gonna say it about 1090J, you gotta say it to the black YouTubers that was telling how they was getting, I had this, I had that, and the third. He's not the only one that did it. So
But
keep the same energy, bro.
also we pick and choose.
Yeah, it's all, and that's so whack, bro. Don't pick and choose. Keep it for everybody.
They're making the streets synonymous with hip hop and black people and all this black and hip hop shit getting on my nerves. You know what I'm saying?
I do, man. It's not even synonymous with the streets, bro. I mean, that's such a tricky thing because the first thing they're gonna say, where did it start, right? And you
It
say
did, it did start from a street issue because
this is what I'm saying. You gotta answer the street because technically it did start in the street, but it's not the same street as when we say the streets. We know what we're talking about, bro. We talk about shooting guns and that's what they talk about. So it's like, yo, it started in the street. Yeah, but they wasn't talking about shooting off
well,
guns
well,
and selling
well,
kilos from the beginning, bro.
well, active gangbang on the news channel. Okay, you got active gangbangers on YouTube telling you about every secret that nobody knew about from Rikers Island, upstate, and all that. You got, I mean, and that's a fact, man. Active gangbangers is doing that regularly. But now we going into the white blood situation, just like the Chinese blood situation or the Chinese. You know what I'm saying? Like look what we doing. Y'all gotta think about what we doing. We being real deflective. You know what I'm saying? We just throwing the issue all around the motherfucking place. What is the issue, man?
And why it's almost like we on the verge of black people taking credit for wanting to take credit for crime. Remember little all right, Adam 22 had an interview with two pimps, the white boy pimp and the other pimp from the Bay. You remember that
Yeah,
interview?
yeah.
The black pimp was actually upset. What he really wanted to say is, "Yo, you trying to stake our whole style as a black pimp? Like you get pimping ain't white? Like he really wanted to take credit for some ignorant shit, but it never came out. And I feel like that's what we're doing over here. Like every time we see someone from another race that's involved in a subculture, from street culture to hip hop, it's like, yo, why you trying to be like us? It's like, yo, you really think they can't be part of this subculture? That's what you think?
Listen, let's go back though. Back to the fact that they say that 1090 is ratting. 1090 is not ratting. Because you tell them you basically telling them what goes on in the jails and shit like that. That shit's all over the internet. You know what I'm saying? Nobody give a fuck about that. That's number one. But number two, look at DBN's comment. Can you read it out?
Um, he nigga treat me like the Israelites. Read, okay. People trying to blend legitimate business with the street code.
And
Read.
God has spoken. Them some foul ass niggas. Them some foul
Yo,
motherfuckers.
them niggas had me shook when I first went down to 125th Street. These niggas with the big monster motorcycle
And they
boots and
always
all
they,
that.
they always look you in your eyeballs like, yo, you black, come over here. Nah, nigga.
Like,
I'm on
my nigga, how many robes you got on? Why you look so, like,
hot.
cushy? Yeah, you look hot out here, number one, my nigga. Is this part of the
I think
regalia?
listen, I seen them funky ass Israelites make a white bitch lick the bottom of his boots.
Nah, man, that's too much, man. I said, my nigga,
Like,
you in my ear. Why you just can't say, can you read the scripture? What's wrong with that? Why you always got to yell out, read? Huh? And then he starts yelling and screaming.
but
I
hold up,
love
let's rewind back. It says people trying to blend legitimate business with the street code. Now let's go back
Yeah.
again. The man was mad at the motherfucker because he violated street code.
Mm-hmm.
Legitimate. some people might think. You mad because a nigga violated street code. You ain't mad because a nigga black. You ain't mad because a nigga, you know what I'm saying? You mad because of a specific reason. The fifth grader comes in and say, yo, who gives you the right to be mad at Math Hoffa, who is hip hop? What were we talking about? Hip hop.
That was out of pocket. And if we're gonna dissect this thing, you're trying to attach yourself to Math Hoffa because his reputation is cleaner than yours. You done wasted your reputation on molestation stories. You throwing around the Frank stand recklessly. You understand?
Yo,
Salute,
what's good?
wait.
What's good? Salute. What's good, y'all?
Shout it out. Salute.
What's on your mind,
And
bro?
Nah, I came to chop it up, see what y'all was talking about with the 1090. Now y'all talking about, I think, what y'all talking about Haas and on math.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Tyson and math. I mean, I don't fuck with both of them. I'll be honest with you.
yeah. Why not? Why you don't fuck with Math?
Cause math. First of all, the shit he did up there with the shit, like I told you, with
Troy
the
Ave?
nigga Troy Ave, that shit was
Yeah.
real corny. That was number one. That was not honorable as somebody that, like he says, because bro, like I said, it's like he has a delusion that he don't have this a reputation or image that he put out prior to becoming a journalist.
Yeah.
He was a battle rapper before, and before he started, getting into the battle rap, his persona and the image was, I'm tough, I'm from the street, I used to rob, I bang out, and if you talk to me crazy while we rapping, I'm gonna knock you out.
I'm a stole on you.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what people knew of him. It worked for a little while until he met the dude from Cali and was dumb enough to go over there on the dude's ground. And we've seen what kind
Disaster.
and this is what I mean about people. And Mac, because you've been in that building before, just like I've been in the building before. We've been on them tears. We've been on them coming. Like, when that nigga came at you that day, your energy was there. You didn't even pop off right away the way a New York nigga would do. You ain't even pop. You waited for that nigga not only to disrespect you, but then them niggas manhandled you. And you was quiet. You tucked tail, nigga. Stop fronting. Then, and God bless once again, because no one's trying to knock your hustle. What you're doing, bless. You're doing great things. You're going good interviews and things of that nature. But even now with the success, if you don't see what he does when he flaunts plaques, he tries to flaunt his drip. He tries to belittle people now. The same thing that he was struggling before. That he used to complain about smacking them, withholding, not giving them certain fight. They ain't trying to let him get the back. He does the same thing. This is what I'm saying. What's good for the goose, good for the gander, man. Be a man.
And you know one thing I ain't like is when he said that I heard the nigga was trying to talking about China Mac was trying to get in contact with him, but his publicist, you know what I'm saying, didn't let him know or some shit like that.
And then this is what I'm saying. Like, China Mac has the right to critique him, and this is the reason why I say he does. People forget they are contemporaries. What that means, they were in the same culture, battle rapping, the rap scene, the underground rap scene.
Yeah.
That means they used to go to the same kind of little shows. They used to be around the same little people, the clique. They knew each other. They dapped hands. They shook hands. Yo, what up? Exchange phone, whatever they did. So therefore, he was under assumption you was living by a certain code, no matter what. And even if you leave these streets alone and you're in the entertainment, you're still going to uphold, meaning integrity. Doesn't mean you're going to uphold the lifestyle, but the integrity of yourself, you're not going to engage in certain things.
Facts.
And you did that sucker shit when you baited him and said, we both got
But then he jump out.
weird.
Hold up, but then he jump out the whole conversation when he's saying, why you trying to make me a street nigga and all that. So it looked like it's like a double standard. Some niggas like setting the stage to break code.
And
like,
that's the point that didn't make sense. And this is what I'm saying. Maybe, like I said, because he was in the heat of the moment, not thinking. That's exactly what China Mac should have told him. My brother, I only know of you what you told us, the imagery you portrayed. Yes, of course I thought you was, because that's what you told me, and that's what you portrayed to me. So I took it literal. So if you're not this street nigga, like you said, and you fooling the world, and you're just living off the hip hop culture and the street culture, then say that.
I feel like it's just like instead of him saying, he was wrong, he went to that. You know what I'm saying? It was like, Yeah, he went to that instead
He went
of
to that and he went to the race thing. Two things that didn't make sense inside the equation.
when you could fix that whole race conversation up real quick, as opposed to like going in with it. You know what I'm saying, and making it more hot. Um,
Bro, you know how I feel. I feel like race really takes place more, especially when they call about the streets. That shit really takes place more in the regional places. Like Cali has its own way, the South has its own way, and New York has our own way, bro. Like, for example, you ain't gonna see no Asian maybe or no Mexican get the love they will get from a black brother in Cali the way you gonna see in New York.
Nah.
You understand what? Or in the South. Like, I'm pretty sure in certain places in the South, bro, if you see an Asian nigga just walking around hip hop and be like, yo, what up, my nigga? Them niggas will probably try to hurt him or kill him.
or kill him, yeah, but not in New
But
York.
not here.
Not,
Because
not,
they've
not,
been a
not
part of it since the beginning. And that's what people not even correlating. They're not understanding that.
but they know that. They know that. But people like the fifth grader make
And
make
I
it a
told this, oh, my bad,
conversation.
man. Go ahead.
They make it a conversation because it benefit them at the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, let me throw this out because it's going to bring the conversation back to me. But if the conversation makes no sense, like you said, like I'm from a block where I got 1,000 Cambodian niggas that been saying nigga, and you know what I mean, like since I was born. You know what I mean? What the
I
fuck?
had gave a perfect example about this, right? Look, listen, Jamal Solid, answer this real quick for me. How you think, for example, Charlie Chase, you know who he is? He's one of the original
Break dancers?
Yes, he wasn't a breakdancer. He danced, but he
No.
was a rapper. He was one of the first line rappers, part of the Rocksteady crew and all that.
Yeah.
Rappers.
Yeah.
So you think him, right? So if he was, let's just say, down south now, and a black brother from down there, right, told him, no, you're not a nigga. You can't talk about hip hop. You don't know. What do you think his reaction would be to that when he helped start it?
He's gonna bomb on him and put that dude in his place.
This
Straight
is my
music.
point. Like, nigga, this ain't got nothing to do with no colorism. Because
Right,
if that
yeah.
was the case, this shit was started by someone, according to the historians, this was started by a Jamaican.
That's a fact.
They say
That's a
Cool Herc,
fact.
yeah, Cool Herc is Jermaine.
Yes.
But
They
it's just
migrated here, like a bunch of us did back in those times, 67. They came to New York City, Latinos.
a bunch of us, right? What the fuck is that noise? Yeah, mad noise.
It don't make sense. That's all I was saying. Like, race,
But
the
I'm
race
saying
don't really got nothing to do with it, only because, like I said, he ain't from China.
it's a
That nigga
popular
from here, LES.
it's a popular thing though. I mean, it's a common thing, like to go straight to the race baiting, like Saladin said. You know what I'm saying? Because like, there's no other reason why he would have been in the conversation. China Mac start getting on fire, just like with Zip with the drip. You know what I'm saying? Now he clapping at Zip with the drip, and Zip with the drip ain't really say nothing. He ain't say nothing bad about her. He was just explaining the situation.
Who tried to go at Zip? Who tried to
you
go at Zip now?
Hassan win that Zip.
Nice, son. Oh, man,
He doesn't want him to be his own man,
listen,
man, and that's
Zip
whack.
my man. I was just zipping them cell block. This is what I'm saying. I don't be knowing this shit. These I don't even pick.
Zip was on my show yesterday.
Zip my brother, man. That's a good brother, man. Zip official dude. So, but my thing is, like I said, I never really listen to him anyway, only because this is my thing, bro. We are all children of the ghetto. And we know when we all started doing, you know what I'm saying, street shit at an early age. So I'm never going to take him serious when he tells me at 15, 16, whatever it was, that he was letting a man molest him and he wasn't going to do nothing. Nigga, you were saying you was gangbanging and all that. It doesn't make sense to me.
All right, give me a second. Let's go back to this. I want y'all to hear this because he makes a great point here.
In hip hop. Me? Born and raised in New York City, the home, like, been involved with hip hop since 1987. Like, I can bet my whole life savings that I know more about hip hop than 90% of y'all are saying that I'm a guest in hip hop. Like, that logic don't even make sense to me. Like, make it make sense. Like, if we apply that logic to, let's say, basketball, right? Basketball culture. A white man invented basketball, right? You do know that. So if we apply that same logic, Michael Jordan, a guest in basketball culture? LeBron James, against the basketball culture? What? That doesn't even make sense. Didn't white people invent boxing? Muhammad Ali against the boxing? Floyd Mayweather against the boxing? That don't even make sense. Hey, yo, so lately I've been hearing a lot of talk about me being a guest in hip hop. Me? Born and raised in New York City, the home of hip hop? Like, been involved with hip hop since 1987? Like,
I mean, like, what's up, y'all?
I told you I stand with that. I agree with it because, like I said, it's not about. It has nothing to do with race. That's what people don't say. This is a cultural thing. Hip hop.
How old is China Mac? You know how old China Mac is?
I'm assuming he might be 30, anywhere from 38 to maybe 39. So like a few years younger than me, maybe.
Let me see. Let me look it up. He's 40 years old.
All right, and I'm 43. Makes sense. A few years younger, like I said.
Yeah, he's 40 years old. Marco, Saladin, can y'all hold the floor for 1 second? I gotta run in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Wavy, salute. Thank you for pulling up.
Always.
Mad good points. You can stick up here too, man. But go ahead.
No doubt.
Marco, what you gotta say, bro?
Nah, I'm just saying. Well, you mean as far as it being the guest of hip hop shit?
Yeah.
As far as being the guest of hip hop, shit, man. Everybody kind of a guest, but yo, what Wavy Herc was saying, yo, son, once you're a part of that culture, man, that's what you become. You a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cultural. You dress, DJ, spray paint, you walk, you talk that walk, like it's what you are, man. It is what you are, who you are, man. Product being in your environment is real tough.
The only reason why I'm always gonna stand on that, like I said, it's like China Max said, I'm just going off just the history, bro. I grew up and raised in, and not only that, like my father was a b-boy. I've actually watched Beat Street, Wild Style, Crush Group, like, and if you see all of those are all the first interpretations of hip hop, bro. Latinos was a part of that, white, everyone, bro, everyone. Who you think brought hip hop to the mainstream? You better go ask Five Freddy and them people who are actually really there.
Nah, I feel you, but at the same, oh shit, the store shit. Hold on.
You know, it's a cultural thing. That's what I'm saying. That's it.
Nah, it's definitely, yeah, my fault. I'm just saying something right now. Yeah, it's definitely a cultural thing, but at the end of the day, yo, if you take New York, man, like we was talking the other night, son, you can live on the block, son, you're gonna find everything over there. Cubans, Trinidadians, white boys, Puerto Ricans playing handball on the court, everything. So once you become a product of, hold on. Yo, once you living in that environment, son, you become that, son. I don't give a fuck where you at. I don't give a fuck where you at, bro. That shit gonna bleed on to you.
Like I said, I just feel like I said, you know, different coasts just feel different way because if they're not from the north, they don't understand it fully. I don't think they ever grasp it like that. They look at it like, all right, it was created by a brother up there. That's it. It's our thing.
Hey, yo, the link is open, man. Y'all want to hit the panel? Let me know, man. There you go again. Just in case you don't know how to get to a pin link. You feel me? Who in the back? All right, salute. Dr. Jaws in the building. You know what I'm saying? Salute.
What's going down? I hear y'all talking about some hip hop ish.
Yeah, we vibe.
What do you think about China Mac? Do you think he a guest in hip hop? What's your feeling?
No, he definitely is a guest. He's a guest, man. One thing I heard y'all say, I'm from the Bronx. I was born and raised in the Bronx. I'm on the West Coast right now, but hip hop is a primary black. He's black. All of that, you know what I mean? If you're gonna talk about Latinos, then you got to talk about the white people too, because the first hip hop shows were Stone and Rock clubs, the Roxy and all of that. So that was bottom line. This is the thing. That what you're talking about. That's second generation. All of that wild style and all that, that's not first generation. Even Rocksteady. Rocksteady was started by some black breakdancers.
No, it wasn't. Rocksteady was started by Jimmy Lee. He's from the Bronx. He was black and Spanish, Puerto Rican.
Okay. What is he? Black, right?
But Puerto Ricans are black.
Yeah, but they don't claim that. I know that.
Certain of them don't. Certain of them do. You have Afro Latino.
My mother's white. My mother's white. My father's black. I'm black.
And what I'm saying is, even on the island itself, it's just like being in Haiti or in DR. You have some that they have that European culture in them, the Spaniard culture.
No, but
and then you have ones that have African culture. That's why you have the ones that do Santeria or voodoo or whatever you want to call it, things of that nature. That's more towards the African side.
But they don't claim that.
Yes, they do, because my grandparents were
and also the native country itself, because you gotta remember they're also taken from the native country for the people who were there before the slave trade, and then you're mixing that with the European shit that they were trying to throw in there. So not only they were bringing Africans over there, they also were taking over the natives over there. That's how cultures got mixed.
Even before, I'm talking about even before that, bro. Like I'm talking about when people just migrated on their own before slavery. People migrated from that region onto these regions.
But just because a couple of Latinos or white people was there, it was primarily started by black people. Now, as far as China Mac, my thing with China Mac, my issue is, here it is. I can't go into the Asian gang, community and tell them what to do. I got to be real humble, right?
We don't, but this is my thing.
Right or wrong?
That don't make sense. You know why? Because niggas don't want to be part of no Asian gang communities.
No, but my thing is that my thing is this, and this is my issue. Even with white people that come in our communities, you should be talking about what's wrong. Okay, same thing I see with my mama, who's white, who grew up in the Bronx. Okay, that's my thing. If you're gonna come amongst our communities, talk about the ills that your community's doing. Just like with my thing with the Asians, we allowed them to come in our communities. We showed them love from the gate, and they don't reciprocate the same back. That's what he should be talking about.
Well, yo, can I chime in real quick on that note right there? Let me tell you something about black people, right? We accept everybody within our culture. We can't go into everybody else's culture. That's the reality of it. You can't go into a Jewish joint. You can't go into, like, you're not doing the Mexican, the Puerto Rican shit, like, all the way through, because, you know, like he said earlier, like, some gonna believe that they're a part of us with that melanated skin, and some of them not. So we are willing to accept everyone amongst our culture. That's the beauty of having melanated skin, because we don't have that, like we don't distinguish ourselves as far as like hatred. Like there's not too much hate within that. You know where our most hatest place is amongst ourselves versus everybody else. Reality.
Yeah, but just because you got black skin don't mean you black like that.
True.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you got house. I mean, if you're gonna talk house nigga mentality, I don't want to go across. I don't want to go to off topic. What Mac was asking as far as like,
but I think where the misconnection is, this is where the connection is not fitting though, brothers. Y'all, when you say our culture, you're taking it as hip hop is all black, only black people's culture. You're wrong.
Yeah, let me get in there, Wavy.
But hold on, because there's black people that don't even like hip hop culture. Hip hop has got nothing to do with it. Like it's only for blacks. No, bro.
Who started hip hop?
Allegedly, Kool Herc.
Huh?
That is who is giving that praise. He is supposed to be the founder of hip hop.
It was the
community.
community.
Mario? You ever heard of Disco Mario?
Yes, I have.
I'm
just telling you what the historians say. I'm telling
you the actual facts.
Well, everyone say Cedric
it's
Avenue.
Like you would talk about Cedric Ave. They talk about that started hip hop. Come on, that's in my hood. I'm from Kingsbridge.
I understand. I'm just telling you what the historian. You know, this is what I'm saying. You're gonna say something different. Let's say you were there, you were born, but you have
all due respect, Dr. Josh. You're the only one I ever heard say that.
This is what I'm saying. See, so
let's not cap, bro. Listen.
To say what?
First of all, you're half white, half. What else?
No, I'm black. I'm black.
You just said your mother is white.
Exactly.
Me?
No, I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know what I go by. The one drop black rule. If it was slave days, I'm black, motherfucker.
All right, but before we get to the one drop, Your mother's white, right?
Yeah.
Where she lived at?
Born and raised in the Bronx. She's still in the Bronx.
Okay. So don't disrespect Mama Love because she, whether we know it or not, is part of hip hop. And the reason I say that is because I don't care what names we throw out. It was the community that created hip hop because
Yes.
when Kool Herc came out with those speakers, bro, you understand? The speakers really was a big thing from Jamaica. That's why he was trying to get the
Big fact.
speakers right, and that's why he was trying to work on those
Yeah,
speakers.
but Latinos did that too. We
Hold
always
on,
had
hold on,
block
hold on,
parties,
hold
music.
up.
That's what I'm saying.
Teasing
Like
them, man. Teasing them,
it's a
man.
Caribbean thing.
Nah,
It's a
nah, nah. Now
Caribbean
you
thing.
freestyling, Lord.
No,
I
I'm
never
not,
heard of
brother.
no Caribbean sound splash and all
Hold
that.
on, real
Now
quick.
you freestyling, Wavy.
Saladin, you telling me in your time in wherever the Bronx, I don't care, Brooklyn, Queens, in the 70s and 80s,
Bro,
you didn't see Latinos with their music always at their
it was
windows or having. Are you
that
kidding me?
everybody did that.
This
But
is my point. It's a cultural thing.
no. Sound
Where you
clashes
think
is
he got the idea
no
from?
Jamaica. What do you? I'm telling you. I'm
It
telling you
came
where he
straight
got
from
it from.
Jamaica. Came
It
straight
came
from
Why
from
Jamaica.
Jamaica?
Bro,
Why
Jamaica.
all I'm
Jamaica
saying
ain't
is that
keep it
they did.
popping then?
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
that's a cultural thing, not just like
for
putting your.
people on islands, exactly. They all did that.
Yeah, but I'm talking
That's my
about
point. That's all I'm
Jamaicans do
saying.
it to this day. It's
And
they
Puerto Ricans and Dominicans do it to this day. You come
no
uptown,
no no
Oh
these
yeah.
got music on their blocks
Oh,
all
he's
day on the
nah.
street.
He's talking
you
about what
freestyle,
really
bro.
originated that shit right there. When it comes
Yo,
Somebody. One,
In
two, one, two.
in the 1970s, my brother, the
then
early
you start
70s.
getting the hip hop Americans who are like now the
Mhm.
sound is changing and you start seeing it turn to rap. But if we talking about who originated it, straight came from the Caribbean islands.
And that's what I'm saying. That's a Caribbean thing. So that's a mixture of all type of people. And then on top of that, those are the same
no.
people.
Let's
Hold
stop.
on,
Let's not do that. Let's
Saladin,
not.
real quick. Those
Hold
are the
on.
same
Because
people that
I don't want it
migrated
to
here
get
to New York
lost. I
City.
don't want it to get
Jamaicans, Puerto
lost. I don't want it to
Ricans.
get lost. Hold up before we do that, because when we start talking that, if we talking about who originated, then we got to go back to Africa. Like, so let's not do that. What I'm talking about is a culture that a specific people they said, yo, this is a thing. This is a sound clash. I never heard of no Puerto Rican sound clash, bro. Never heard of it.
Now,
You do know Jamal out of Kool Herc's mouth. He even said they was dissing him. Don't play that Jamaican music. It had nothing to do with
I'm
Jamaica.
not talking to you. Change now. You
I know what you're
change it.
talking about the
You
speakers and all
change
that.
it.
That's a straight up
Yeah.
Bronx
But
thing.
I'm going. But I was going down. I'm going down to bring it back home. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they might have been dissing them because they didn't understand it. Anything new, people afraid of. They're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
playing it out. They're gonna be like, "Oh, what is this?" Don't. It didn't matter what it was because once he got the speakers to the way he wanted it to, and they didn't even know what he was doing, and then they started playing the breaks while they was dancing. Not only black people was there, bro.
that's a fact.
It was
And
primarily black.
that's also how you got your DJ because what we call DJ now back in the day was really the MC, and then you had a selector. So like even with that, like that, those dub plate sounds, those shoots, those tweeters, those certain speakers that they were using. You guys realize how cultural this is. They even took it from when it was down south, and all the music that they played was in their car. What was playing in the club, they put those systems in their cars. So like yeah, I would say that was very influential throughout the whole culture. Just the sound itself, speakers, the DJ, the MC, like all of that came into play with that around that time.
Yes, DBN. Listen to what you wrote. Jamaicans got the influence. So something could be influenced, right? But
Yeah.
because it's influenced doesn't mean it's turned into a thing yet. So again, if anybody, where's the Jamaicans at in the chat? Platinum Kids and all them things that started years ago, and they just kept it going to this day, and it's a thriving thing to this day. It's just like reggaeton, but it's its own entity. That's
Mm-hmm.
that sound clash was a serious thing, man. So I
Yeah.
don't, but
But once again, hip hop just derives from that. That's all we're saying. But it was started from other elements of music also.
and
And one
also
of, and one of the
other
main music,
people.
Yeah, now yes, other people, and
Yeah.
even one of the main, let's just say the first hits, as they say, let's just say it's called, once again, according to the story, it would be Rapper's Delight, and that is something that they get from disco.
Yes, disco. Now, disco had a big influence on it
Of
because you
course
got
it
to
was, because it was the
because
music of the 70s.
yes, as they was exiting, they found those records, the breaks in those records, to really usher in what they didn't even know they was about to usher in, bro. But
Exactly,
but
and
if
it
we're
was
talking about
multiple
the
of
Bronx,
people
people keep
involved
saying
in
black
that.
wavy, right? Mainly black. What neighborhood in the Bronx is all black, bro?
There ain't none. It's
Thank
always
you. So
mixed.
why we keep having that conversation about only it's a black thing? It can't be. Not name
I've
me a
always said
neighborhood
that doesn't make
that's
sense
all black in the Bronx.
because
Rose, it started in Rosedale. Look up when you guys get a chance. Look it up. Like I said, Disco Mario, and even Africa Bambaataa. His first party, Disco Mario lent him his equipment. Come on, man.
But this is what
No,
I'm saying.
no, but Dr. Josh, all I'm saying is no matter what project you go to, bro, like there's always one Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just found, and you said it a second ago while I was eating my food. You said the first shows, white people was at the shows and everything. So
Of
it's
course they were.
No, then when the first hip hop shows was thrown in rock clubs. That's why a lot of them original artists, you see
right,
Grandmaster Flash and them looking like they heavy metal.
The
right.
first,
So if you're
the
gonna say
first hip.
that, then you
Listen,
could say
the first
white
hip
people.
hop show was in downtown Manhattan in Canal Street. It was called the Canal Zone. That was the first hip hop party downtown. It was brought down there by Fab Five Freddy and that girl Pat Astor. She's the one who was in the movies, Wild Style and all. The only white girl, remember, that was in there talking to all the kids. And
From my
that's her.
Blondie.
Yeah, no, that's Deborah Harry. She's the first rapper, first white rapper. She was on what's that shit? Rapture. One of the first hip hop songs.
By the way, this is an excellent book
Remember her.
right here, Jeff Chang. I got it
Yeah,
on
Hip Hop
audio book,
Generations.
and I got this one right here. It's an excellent.
Oh, his joint went out.
No, I kicked him off because he's trying to promote books.
Oh.
You think he's smart as something.
Oh shit! It's solid D. You gotta laugh at that. Yo, Mac Man knows he don't miss a thing, boy. He don't miss a thing.
Oh man, my God.
No, but serious, this is what I'm saying. This
Shout it out.
is something that was, like I said, man. This was helped created and built by everybody, man. In reality,
Yeah.
What is it about?
the hip hop history
Yeah, the hip hop history, the fires that was going on in the
in the
Bronx.
Bronx.
Yeah, I mean all of that. I love the
See
story
this, right?
because all
Look,
of it
I've
helped
never
create.
I never
See this,
read that.
right?
I've never read that book, but I bet you does
They black.
does it start like a lot of it? Does it start what from 70 what 77?
I don't
Hold
remember
on.
that.
This right here is in the 40s, y'all.
I remember that's bebop.
Yeah, he was rapping. He was freestyling.
Homie's rapping, man.
He's rapping. Yeah, he's rapping. That's a fact.
Okay. All
That's a
right.
fact.
Thank you.
That's bebop.
That's a fact. He was rapping in there. He was definitely rapping.
Well, hold on. I'll be
on,
honest with you. No, see, this is what I'm saying. You cannot call it that. The melody, the flow that he's doing would be considered. Yeah, he was doing poetry, but it wasn't rap. Why? Because there was no such thing. It wasn't created.
Yo, see, this is why I'm gonna chime in real quick. Yo,
So you can't do that.
all of that shit right there is all relative to the person's ear. So now you're gonna come across some motherfuckers who are gonna be like, yo, they was rapping back then. Then you're gonna come across somebody in the 80s gonna be like, you know what, that better have been a little more doo-wop, bluesy.
Because it was
Yo, that's
poetry.
all relative to the ear, bro. And it's for the public to have their opinion and be like, yo, this is what it is, and this is how we gonna classify this shit right here. When we started really seeing, like, if you want to ask me about like real rap and rock and roll together, I'd have to say who put that on the front line was Run DMC and Aerosmith. Even though it might have happened before, when you see it for what it is and you're gonna call it that, I'm gonna go Run DMC, Aerosmith, Walk This Way.
Hey Josh, can you play it? Play the words. I heard it on YouTube before, but can you play it for the people?
What's that?
The doo-wop. I mean the rap.
The doo-wop.
I would never bought that record.
Yo, hold on, my man
That's what I'm
starts spitting
saying.
bars.
That ain't not
Now, who
rapping,
said they
bro.
was rapping earlier though?
He did. This guy is nut.
Now, who said that?
No,
Somebody
he
was
was
rapping.
rapping. He didn't pull up the right part.
He
Hold
ain't
up.
Now,
rapping.
all right. So what we calling rapping? Rhythm and poetry,
No,
or we
he
call
didn't.
it
I
He
just
didn't
told
we
you
pull
call
it
that
it
was
up.
rhyming?
poetry, bro. That was
He's trying to
poetry.
find it. He's trying to find it.
Yeah, relax, calm
He's
down.
I'm
gonna
just saying,
find
like,
it.
what we calling rapping? Because some niggas think it's just rhythm and poetry. Poetry don't have to rhyme. Is it rhyming?
I'd slap the
Now
shit
you
out.
got the last poet too, man.
Is that rhyming?
Yo,
Man,
John
knock
didn't
it
Play
pull up
that
off,
the
shit
man.
right
again, though.
part,
Play
man.
That shit was not valid.
Hold on. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Yo,
This thing is electrified right now. Let's talk about it. Play that shit again.
Then through the woods on his way back home.
That shit sound like a cartoon.
Then the Reverend fell down upon his knees. He said up a great long prayer. Whilst he cast one eye to the heaven on high, but kept the other eye on the bed.
That's that 1940 coke.
He's spitting them bars.
That shit hit different. That shit hit different.
Now look here, Lord, if you don't help me, don't you go to heaven that bear. He needs that only time. He needs that only time. He needs that only time.
Wow.
yo,
That's not
Mac,
rap, bro.
I got a couple of pages
This is
That
my
ain't
grand.
him talking to a bitch.
that I want to try to read, but it's your show, so you let me know, bro.
Yeah, you trying to kick knowledge?
Nah,
Nigga, Glico, nigga. This 050, man. Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck you mean you want to read a book? Take that shit to Hassan Campbell channel, nigga.
Word.
Bro, you don't care about no books. You gotta spit it.
Yo, what Nas say? No, what X say? He said, yo, you think your kid can eat them books?
Go ahead.
all right. This joint say y'all can tell me to shut up when y'all want me to tell you to shut up. That's cool. All right, 1977.
Shut up.
Yo, man, let me show y'all.
Like
Let me
that.
show y'all something. This is the beginning.
Vicious.
This is like the real interpretation right here of the real hip hop shit in the beginning, man. Hold on.
That afro is clean.
Yo, that Puerto Rican nigga just finished playing handball.
I'll slap the shit.
Yeah, he looked like he about to do a math Hoffa on him. Like, yo, get out my face.
Those niggas have bars. They have bars right there too. I've seen this before.
That's
You see how
second
he tapped him on
generation.
his shoulder right there?
That's Tupac.
Violation.
That's Tupac.
That's Shaheem from Wu-Tang. With
That's
the cornrows.
Tupac.
That can't be no second generation because that's 1982, my brother.
Yeah, when you think hip hop started in the 70s.
1979.
77, the blackout.
That was the park joints, though. That's not real. Bro, that was the beginning, but they wasn't rapping
blackout, bro.
It wasn't rapping yet.
Hip hop didn't start with
Well-
rapping, bro. Hip hop didn't start with rapping. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It didn't start with rapping, bro.
And that's what we talking about. We talking about all the elements, though. This was
Yeah.
the beginning.
What's on?
Huh?
70s and 80s. That's a
Yeah,
big
77.
difference. That's a big difference. Yeah. You know, and
Yo,
see a
but
lot
you
of
can't
people,
front, though.
and see
I was
this,
just about to read this, but
and this ain't being racist or nothing. This is the thing. All music forms were taken away from black people. That's why, if you notice, a lot of black people are stern with, you know what I mean? It started in the black community. Every music form.
My bad. I'm sorry, Dean. My bad. I forgot I trolled you.
oh no, that's all good. All right, I'll read a little bit. Nah. Again, tell me to shut up when you want me to shut up.
Nah, break it down, man.
I got rid of him. He told us to be honest.
This was you looking at.
What is that?
This book right here, all right? It shows this book right here was in the 70s.
Get him out of here. Hey,
Nah, I ain't promoting no book.
Yeah, man. Y'all niggas don't want to promote these lame books. I'm just telling y'all, man. Even Rappers Delight, that
He
was
definitely
started.
partied
That
back
was
in
the
his
first song,
day.
1979, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the beginning. 80, 81, that's all the beginning, bro.
Yeah, you definitely partied in your day.
definitely partied in this day.
Did a
That's
You got
couple
them gold. You got
lines.
them gold rings on your hand. I know what type of. I know what type of.
Yeah. Y'all niggas got jokes.
He got a ring on every joint. I know what type of
Oh,
time.
word
Y'all
up.
niggas
He got that
y'all
long
niggas got
pinky
jokes.
nail thing. He ain't
That,
playing.
and he got the thumbnail too. He got the thumb
No,
joint
I'm
for the
trying to
big
show you.
scoop.
I'm trying to show you
Oh
niggas.
man.
Look what's in here. Look what's in here,
He got the
son.
thumb for the big scoop.
Guys, I'm gonna get there. Hold that thought. Let me hear what Dave's about to give us the history.
Now go ahead.
Nah. You ain't shut me down for a third time, man.
Come
No,
on,
bro.
Silent.
My bad, bro.
Yeah, you crazy, man. 1977 started off very well for Herc, but as it would be everywhere, trouble was ahead. It was not, as many well meaning journalists and academics would later erroneously write, that the block party or sound system showdown had replaced the rumble or the riot. That notion was misguided as Robert Moses' contention. Y'all know who Robert Moses was? All right. Robert Moses was the dude who wanted to bring in the Cross Bronx Expressway. And he wanted to
Not that he
build that up.
wanted, he did build it.
He did
He
build it.
destroyed.
Yeah.
He destroyed a whole area of people that lived there, underclass people, and they built the Bronx Expressway.
Wavy broke it down better than I could, but that's what he did. It misplaced a lot of people that was in the Bronx. That was their fear. That's why they was fighting against Robert Moses. Period. But of course, he won, and a lot of people went to where? Wavy, do you know where they went?
To the south.
To the south and also to Queens. Um, Queens had a new middle class, so a lot of the blacks went out to Queens
Yes,
as well.
excuse me. They also did move to Queens. They built that whole Jamaica Estates. It was all done. That was the first black construction companies and all that. Man, yes, excuse me. Let me never forget those brothers. Salute to
That's
them.
why there's so
First
many
black
private.
entrepreneurs.
That's why there's so many black
in New York
homeowners in Queens, like those
They
little
got a good
row houses.
documentary about that.
Yep.
Yes, that's why I love real hip hop, because there's so many dynamics from the construction of the
Exactly.
Cross Bronx Way to the fires that the small hats was setting everywhere, and they was paying $50 to crackheads and heroin
To
heads.
Ed Koch putting the
Exactly.
Ed Koch putting the first of the police to even get the B-boys and the graffiti trains.
Exactly.
The first hip hop police.
The truth was, in fact, much less dramatic and much more profound. In the Bronx, new hierarchy of cool, the man with the records had replaced the man with the colors. Colors meaning flags, part of the gang. Same thing it means today. You know what I'm saying? They say, what's your colors? What they mean, people, the gangs back there used to wear vests. So when they ask you to put up your colors or whatever like that, that means take off your vest. Violence did not suddenly end. How could it? But an enormous amount of creative energy was now ready to be released from the bottom of American society, and the staggering implications of this moment eventually would echo around the world. By 1977, Herc and his competitors had divided the Bronx into a new kind of grid. In the South Bronx, from 138th to 163rd Street, where the Bachelors, the Savage Nomads, and the Savage Skulls, and the Ghetto Brothers, who are Mac means uncles and cousins, by the way, had once run, Grandmaster Flash, backed by the local Casanova crew, Dr. Jaws would tell us who they are in a second, was emerging as the area celebrity. In the southeast, formerly the territory of the Black Spades, African Bambaataa, Power, and the Javelins, African Bambaataa held sway with his Zulu nation. In the north, there was a DJ Breakout and DJ Baron. In the West Bronx neighborhood and the East Bronx, nightclubs were still Herc. Herc remained the undisputed king of the barrel by virtue of his records, his loyal crowd, and his sound system. So DJ, I mean, Dr. Josh, who is that word that I just said, bro? Did you,
Who's that?
uh who did I want to speak on? I mean, can you go a little bit into that the vibe with the all those gangs that was around it, the Savage Skulls, the Savage Nomads, the
Yeah, you
Ghetto
just
Brothers?
yeah, you just named one of them. That was supposedly because supposedly Africa Bambaataa. What was he down with? What was that
That
the
was
Black
Black
Spade? The
Spades, and
Black
then
Spades, yeah,
you
the
also
Black
had
Spades.
Jack of Spades
Yeah,
that came
supposedly he
after.
wasn't. There's a dude like right here. If you look at him online, this guy right here. Check these videos out, and he'll break it down. This is an old head. He's
I
from
know
Bronx.
who he is. He's from town. Exactly. I know who he is.
Okay, he used to run with Mario and them. And like I said, they'll even break it down
That's
when
Willie D.
huh? See, when hip hop first started, what a lot of people don't
Picture,
understand, hip
show the
hop.
picture again. Show the picture again. That's Willie.
Yeah, when hip hop first started, all right, a lot of these people, a lot of break dancers were getting kicked out of parties. Remember, they was break dancing without linoleum and all of that. Like I said, no,
That's
real talk.
crazy. Right.
So they basically was messing up the parties. You know what I'm saying? That's why they had to move down to those clubs down in Manhattan and everything. You know, easy as everybody think. You know what I mean? They just started throwing parties. Next thing you know, it was on and popping.
All right. It was ridiculous. He was a god, says Zulu Nation DJ Jazzy J. At a legendary Webster PAL contest, Herc drowned out Bambaata's system with little effort. Whenever Kool Herc played outside, shit was loud and crystal clean. When we played outside, we'd be hooking up a whole bunch of little wires, a bunch of 4 or 5 amps, and heard zing, shit would be blowing up. And every time Grandmaster Flash would come to a Herc party, Flash chuckles. Herc always used to embarrass me.
Hey, you want me to read it for you?
There's remedial reading right now. Chill.
You want me to continue on, Mac? I stop, bro. After being threatened by some cops for his drug selling, Herc's fan Aaron O'Brien moved on to promoting parties. Okay, Aaron O'Brien, never heard that name before. He rented the Savoy Manor nightclub on 149th Street in the Grand Concourse.
Yep.
I wanted to have Kool Herc versus Pete DJ Jones. What? Pete DJ Jones? Back then, Pete DJ Jones was number one on the disco set, and Kool Herc was just a number one, period, he recalls.
Told you, disco.
Yep.
No doubt, you said that. So I had a commitment from Pete DJ Jones because he was a businessman. He took on all bookings. The first thing Kool Herc wanted to know was where did I get his telephone number? And he was explaining to me that I was not a proven promoter. Plus, he also insinuated he could go to the Savoy Mania and rent it out himself and do that battle if he wanted to. He didn't want to hear "Let Me Eat." You got anything to say, Mac?
No, I'm
Mac Chum.
actually interested. I want to continue because I didn't know.
Okay. By the end of spring, Herc noticed his audience was declining. People are getting older now. It wasn't all about me. All of a sudden, now you're not 18 no more. You're 24, 25. You can drink now. You ain't coming to no little 17, 18-year-old party, he recalls, and other people was coming up. After the blackout and the looting, there was plenty of new crews with brand new sound systems in the streets. And Herc's main rivals were luring away his crowd. Flash had precision, sophistication, and an entertainer's flair. Bambaataa had his records and the power of the Bronx River behind him. Shout out to Poppy. O'Brien himself had begun DJing. As DJ AJ, he learned with a new turntable tutor, Lovebug Starsky, and expanded into Harlem. Herc says I stayed behind. I didn't move with them downtown. I stayed up in the Bronx. Herc finally agreed to play with DJ AJ at a back to school party at the Executive Playhouse.
Rest in peace to AJ. That was my boy too. He died like a couple of years.
Oh, really? Shout out to AJ. It was sold out, AJ recalls, but Herc was no longer the main draw. Flash was at my show. I let Flash get it. I let Flash get on and let Melly Mel get on the mic, AJ says. But it didn't help Herc's career at all because he was fading fast. Damn, Herc. It's fucked up. A few months later, Herc was preparing for another night at the Playhouse, now renamed the Sparkle. I'm waiting for Dr. Jaws to say, mm-hmm. When he heard a scuffle break out, Mike with the lights had a discrepancy with somebody at the door. Herc recalls, Mike was refusing to allow 3 men into the club, and they had become increasingly agitated. When Herc went to mediate the situation, one of the men drew a knife. Uh-oh, shit is getting crazy. Herc felt it pierce him 3 times in the side. Bronx niggas, you can't play no games with them. As he put his bloodied hand up to his face, the attacker stabbed him once more in the palm before disappearing with the others up the stairs into the night. It made me...
Into the night is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
How you say into the night? Where's the night and how do you go into it? But go ahead.
He wrote it, bro. I agree with you though. He went into the night. Wherever night was,
Yeah. He disappeared into the fucking nights, into the jungle of the city. He disappeared into the night.
He was stabbed 3 times wherever night is at.
Yeah, like a thief in the night. Take like anything but some pussy.
Yeah. But Herc said it made me draw back into a shell. Herc says, exhaling for a long moment. It was 1977. I mean, shit. That's the year I was born. So, Bob Marley was in a foreign studio, recovering from an assassin's ambush and singing, "Many more will have to suffer, many more will have to die. Don't ask me why." Buju Stephen Biko was shackled, naked, and comatose.
Fire before.
Bantu. My bad. I said Buju. Bantu Stephen Biko was shackled, naked, and comatose in the back of a South African police Land Rover. The Bandir Manouf gang lay in suicide pools in a German prison. Now it's getting crazy. Now it's getting crazy. The Khmer Rouge filled their killing fields. The Weather Underground and the Young Lords Party crawled toward the final stages of violent implosions. All right, they're going off on the tangent now, MacMe.
Yeah, I was about to say, what the fuck? I thought you reading Lord of the
Niggas went from DJing to Vietnam.
Yeah, they got crazy, man.
Lord of the Flies.
You said what? The what? What you just say?
Lord of the Flies. You never seen that movie? Lord of the Flies?
Can you tell them about the Lord of the Flies?
Lord of the Flies. We first read the book of Lord of the Flies, and I was like, damn, that Lord of the Flies had me shook, bro. Because it was about these kids that got trapped on the island.
But it's real talk, or you got it's jokes?
No, tell them the story. Tell them the story.
But all I remember about Lord of the Flies really is it was kids trapped on the island, and it was mob rule, bro. That's like they got on the island and they was normal kids, but they started to do things to survive, and it turned into mob rule, and that's why I said it had me shook, because I was like, damn, they doing some crazy stuff to survive.
How old was that? Teenagers or like kids? Kids.
Be our representative, and I'm here to be a buffer. You know what I mean? I'm here to be a buffer. No, hold up. I'm gonna get somebody the next to Google the joint. So you're trying to don't take it from us, Jamaicans.
Y'all didn't create hip hop. I'm sorry, brother. There were rap records in the 1960s. Pig Meat, Markham had a couple of records.
What was the first hip hop record?
Well, yeah, I remember Pig Meat.
Technical hip hop record. It's the cross between King Tim III and Rapper's Delight. The first technical hip hop record doing what they were doing.
I remember Pig Meat and all that. I remember Dolomite. I remember all that. The Toad
Like he
South.
said, rap is the light. He still.
Yeah, we didn't.
Still.
I didn't say that Jamaicans invented hip hop. I said the biggest influence came from their culture. That's where the influence started. So
I would disagree. I believe that the biggest influence for hip hop, rap, like I said, the whole artistry of it, meaning like to put on show, all that comes from disco, bro.
Yeah.
To be a star, to become a star.
Disco. Yeah, cocaine. Let's see the book, Josh.
No. The reason I pulled that out was just to show you can't believe everything you read. This book right here was put out in 1976. Okay.
Let's see the cover. Let's see the cover.
No, in this book right here.
The pleasures of what? Can you tell me?
The pleasures of cocaine. Okay.
Cocaine.
And here, look at this is the formula how to make crack. Now this book was put out in 1976.
He trying to get your channel taken, Mac.
No, it ain't, man. No, are you crazy? This is a book. You get this on Amazon. No, and the reason I'm trying to say that don't believe everything you read. Come on, we should know that.
Wait a minute. But what does coke and turning into crack got to do with this?
This was okay. Think about it. Okay, if you ask anybody when did crack come out? What would they say? In the 80s, correct? Early 80s.
Facts.
So if this was put out in 1976, come on now.
Okay, so
I digress.
Formula. They was giving the formula up in the 70s. Yet they made this.
Crack didn't hit over here to the 80s. Crack was in the. He's right about that. It started in the Bay. They say somebody had the recipe for crack in the Bay, right? But
UCLA.
Yes, the United States got warned about people in Bogota, Colombia, using the smoking the basura. That is the bottom of the barrel of the cocaine barrel.
Yep.
The people down there were smoking basura, the paste, and they said and they warned the United States, yo, if they not doing this up there, we just letting y'all know what's coming down the pipeline. It's about to get crazy. And if you want more on that, you got to look up Gary Webb. Gary Webb. Yes, Gary Webb, The Dark Alliance. He talks about that in that book there.
The dude that's supposed to be shot himself twice in the head, right?
Exactly. But he's the one because Rick Ross, Freeway Ricky Ross, not the rapper Rick Ross.
The real
Freeway Ricky Ross.
The cooperator Freeway Ricky Ross, yeah.
Y'all think he's a cooperator?
Yeah, he's a there's no thinking.
Who he cooperate on?
Everyone he had to do cooperate on. What do you mean? That nigga wore a wire.
No, we didn't.
Wait, who?
He
Rick
cooperated
Ross?
on the cops, the corrupt cops.
No, he didn't. He told the hustling niggas too. What are you talking about?
I never heard that. I never heard Freeway Ricky.
Allegedly.
Nah.
I never heard that.
What you might have heard is that he defended his case against the CIA, and
yes,
the CIA agent got convicted. But you never heard about him testifying on any street shit. CIA,
I did. You telling me what I know and what I read? That's what you trying to tell me?
He testified against police, crooked police.
No. Regular street people, regular hustlers.
I never heard that.
I never heard.
There's people that also not only accused them of that, there are people who accused them to putting cases on them, saying that they didn't
Freeway Ricky Ross, bro.
Yeah,
I never heard that, bro.
That's incredible.
I never heard that either.
None of us ever heard that before, bro.
Go look it up, bro.
Look it up on what though?
Anywhere you can look it up on YouTube. Look it up on his case. Look up on his case.
Yo, I fuck with you too, bro. But
hold on, you can Google, bro. You can Google Freeway Ricky Ross. What's this? Cooperating. Freeway Ricky Ross, and they'll come up with everything where he cooperated in Cincinnati. When he cooperated in other states. A matter of fact, go on YouTube and look at Big Boz, his interview. How Freeway Ricky Ross lied and put a case on him and he never even met the man.
bro. You
He
do
did 20
realize
some
like
years.
you do
Wow.
realize John Singleton just did a whole series and went in depth with his research as far as the movie Snowfall.
You think I'm
Yes.
gonna worry
All right,
about some fucking dudes who are
so
making a
I'm not going
Hollywood
by the
movie about
movie. I'm
about
not
rat?
going by the movie. I'm going by.
I don't care what John Singleton did or not.
Well, I think
He cooperated. He became a cooperator.
nah.
John
Nah.
Singleton
I'm not
jerked
gonna
him.
say that he taught.
Yeah, he
Listen,
did.
this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say.
But
Let me
why
land my
would Rick
plane.
Ross name himself after a snitch, bro? I've never heard this before.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? People
Now,
big naming
no,
themselves
hold
after
on.
snitches all the time
Wavy.
in the
Hold
hip
on.
hop.
Now, if the police was lining him up and that ended up being his arch enemy and them niggas was doing that, because you gotta remember his shit is not no block shit. His shit was like Reagan era, bringing in money to support weapons for the U.S. and
Bro,
that's where
everyone
that money
knows
was
this
going.
story. I don't know why
Iran.
I don't know why you trying to give me a history about something that everyone knows about,
All
which
right
is
then. So
irrelevant.
now
Because
when you're
what
dealing
you're
with
not
the dude,
understanding is whenever you engage in an underworld, meaning crime, even with the police, even with the government, and you have knowledge of it, and you're doing it with them, and then you get caught, you can't tell on them, nigga.
but
You
then
got to be
Wavy,
by the
listen,
underground
Wavy, then you
rules.
gotta hold
That
on. Let me
wasn't the
land real
case.
quick. Then Wavy,
That was the
you
case.
gotta say like this, yo. You gotta say, yo, he told on police. You can't
No, he
like
told
make
on
it seem
regular
like
hustlers
he
too. They
told on
already
hustlers too.
no. He
I've
told
never
on
even
hustlers
heard that
also.
though.
No,
So go on
didn't.
your
He
other
told
phone
on
right
corrupt
now and look up Big Bars right now. The interview he just did right here on Go
Mac
News.
is
What do you mean?
crazy.
He did 20-something years. Freeway Ricky Ross put a case on him.
Freeway Rick Ross
Yo,
told
there's
on
no
the police
there's
that
no
was stealing
distinguishing
from him.
telling, but if you feeling like a
Mac
nigga told
is
on
Hey
hustlers,
yo,
crazy.
Matt, go
I
on the
never
joint
heard
right
that.
now. Look up Big Bars, man, on YouTube. He did the interview, man. Freeway Ricky, he got all his paperwork. Freaky Ross was all up in his paperwork, talking about how he gave him keys, this and that. And the man said, I never even met the nigga.
Ratting ass nigga.
So you believe anything anybody tell you?
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I
I've been
believe what his
studying
paper.
this
I
Yo,
shit.
believe.
Because the nigga
I
I've been
believe
said that.
yo, you believe
what his
anything
document.
anybody
I
tell
believe
you?
what his documents are showing, because I know
No, but
what
yo,
real documents look
that's
like.
when I would say that though. No, yo, that's when you come out with it. Be like, yo, son, yo, you can go to this site right here, and they put that this is real paperwork. Cause you see what happened, yo. You know why I'm sensitive. You see what they did to Son in Jersey, son? They was playing around online, put up fake paperwork on the Son. Wasn't even real paperwork. Well, you know what they did? They sliced Son up. Boom, 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 boom. Northern Jersey shit. I'm not gonna say what hood it
Yeah, well, I
was.
don't care about none
But,
of
but
them
no, no,
niggas in
no, no,
North
no.
Jersey. I'm talking
I'm just
about
giving you a
Freeway
prime
Ricky
example.
Ray
Real quick,
Ross.
quick story. Come to find out that shit wasn't even real. He go back and bust the niggas that clapped at him. He's in jail, and the niggas he clapped at is dead, and that shit was fake. So I got like when niggas say like, yo, he told on certain other niggas, like it's like I. And it's not, yo. He ratted, even if he did the CIA shit, if it was CIA agent. But I don't never heard. I'm just telling you, I never heard of him telling on no connects, plugs, or niggas who was. I never heard
Yeah,
that
well,
ever.
he did.
Yeah, me neither.
All right, what are you
Hey,
telling me something new? I learned something new today. Then.
hold on a second. I do want to add a side note that the guy that came on live and pulled the gun out on me last week said he was gonna kill me. Then I told him put the gun in your head and kill yourself. He puts the gun in his head. I thought he was about to blow it. I left. And then now he's locked up. He's in jail. They bust into his hotel room. Him and his bitch. I mean, excuse me. I'm not gonna say that because this bitch is my people's. Him and his girl. Now the man's in jail. Speaking of guns, I mean all second verse. My bad. I ain't mean to take the comment. But yeah, the nigga's in jail now. His name is Rob Rack. I call him Rob Crack for short.
Wow.
And this is where you had learned how to cook crack. All you gotta do is ask Dr. Jones. Show him the book again.
I don't know. Allegedly,
Yeah, show the gold ring.
I ain't got no code of feathers, nigga. No.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, it's real spit, man. Don't believe everything you see and read, man.
Yeah, no, that's an excellent point because if you look at, I'm going back into the Freeway Rick Ross thing. Everybody know that Jonathan Tucker from that Snowfall series is my homie. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah, it's my people's. I had a whole interview with him on.
That's my show, man. That's my show.
He was the pilot. The pilot
You
from.
guys gotta read the book though. That's
Oh, they got a book?
But
in the
look,
Freeway Ricky Ross book. That's where
no,
Snowfall
yeah.
started.
When he
That's-
first came home, that was his first.
look,
He was doing his media run like. With
let me
the
show you. Let me show you the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is that, like Josh said, right? If you look at the Snowfall series, you would think that okay, this is what it is. He got up because he had the recipe. They even got part in the story where he has to compromise and give the recipe to other people, and it spreads out like wildfire, right? So from the narrative, it seems like we do know, or we heard that crack was first sold in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? And by the looks of that story, it seems like he the one who created that, and he's the one. Nah, if you look at that book that Jaws got, that was in 1975. You said
76.
76. They been knew about that shit.
Yo, when did Richard Pryor burn himself? When did remember Richard Pryor burned himself?
Around that same time. Around that same time.
Because see what they was doing right before crack came out.
Freebasing.
Freebase, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yo, the chemical change from powder, from that disco shit, what they call disco shit, that powder,
right,
to turn it into the hard, where it could come down for a cheaper price, and
right.
it's more. It's you can move it more versus the powder, because you got to figure rich motherfuckers, you delivering shit with a whole half a brick. Now we're gonna bust this down to crack small pieces, get them high, make them chase the high more. Once they figured out that solution. But if we want to talk prior to Freeway Ricky Ross, we can even go Boston, Georgia era. Like we can go kind of like Nicki, because a lot of that shit hit the East Coast, but I'm gonna say dope hit the East Coast harder than crack cocaine. You had niggas doing, but the crack hit the Bay, like Max said earlier.
Nah, son.
We haven't even
dope hit harder, bro. If you go on Nicky Barnes, Guy Fisher, era, that's 70, that's 73, 72.
Was there. Didn't nothing hit harder than crack. You was there, bro. Didn't nothing hit harder. That crack.
No, what I said before, what was there before. I didn't say what hit harder.
Before. Yeah,
I'm not saying I know what crack did, because you gotta figure, yo, powder was there before the hard.
Yeah,
so
you
know, so I know 85, 84.
Yeah,
that's when that hard was
expensive.
Like, it made everybody, even if you was balling, you started seeing niggas fall off. That's where the hard came.
Listen, let me tell you something, bro. There was a bad chick right as she starting to smoke crack. She let me smash. You think I smashed? I did smash, bro. She was a fiend. Yeah, I admit it.
I knew you was a shit.
Yeah. Right in the hallway.
Right in the hallway.
$10. It was the best. Oh my god.
But yo, you gotta figure niggas didn't think about those cokehead girls like back then. Them Afro chicks sniffing cokes, niggas didn't look at them like they was fiends. Back then,
you're right.
You know, back then they ain't look at it. It was like they called that a party drug, disco shit. Then when that fucking rock hit,
no, being that we talk about crack,
TVs and breaking off car antennas and shit.
Anybody ever smashed their man's moms by mistake?
Allegedly.
I ain't gonna lie. She wanted me
not by
to
mistake, on purpose.
Yeah, that was by mistake,
and I didn't. I did. It was a few people's moms. I'm like, I'm not smashing you, miss. I am not smashing you. Nope.
Yeah.
You mean just because she wanted to smash, or because she was a fiend?
Both.
Okay. Because Mac didn't ask that question the right way. You should have said, yo. Because if she wasn't,
nigga, just tell your story. You know you did that shit, Mac.
Actually,
wait.
Was she a fiend, or was she?
Marco, you never smashed a fiend, Marco?
She just started.
I ain't never smashed no fiend, my nigga.
You crazy?
I wasn't never a good drug dealer in the first place.
You know I was a horrible drug dealer. Yeah.
That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. That don't mean you got 5 pieces of cracks in your pocket and you ain't bumping to a fit. What do you mean? That you got
on the late night.
That ain't no excuse, nigga, because you wasn't good at it, nigga. Yeah, you got 2 pieces in your pocket and go get you some chop on the 7th floor. You ain't never did that? I know. I'm
trying to say, have you ever smashed your man's moms because she started smoking crack?
Nah. First of all, I was never waiting for any of my man's moms to smoke crack. If I'm gonna fuck your moms, I'm gonna fuck them. I'm a motherfucker, nigga. So I'm gonna just fuck your moms. That's it.
Yo, Saudi started scratching his face when you asked him that.
Hey, yo, Jimmy Stone, hit the link, Jimmy Stone. Hey, yo, yeah, but my man moms, I didn't know she knew that I was hustling. I was selling dope. I was on 182nd and Crescent selling mad heroin. She knew. She came knocking on the door one night, right? This is my right-hand man moms. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Spanish joint too. She was bad, right?
Oh, he hit.
No, I'm gonna tell you. She came and knocked on my door, right? And
Jesus.
she said just like this. I remember the sentence. She said, "Can I?" She was like, "Do you think you can give me 2?" My dick got hard.
Oh, shit.
And he didn't hit. He didn't hit. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all
All
right.
right.
Foul out. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But I sold it. I gave her the drugs for free. Excuse me.
Of
Right?
course you did. It wasn't really for free though.
And what's so crazy is I think that she was so embarrassed that she came to me. You know what I'm saying? She ended up getting clean years later. I gave her a TV.
The story's getting
Yo, this
worse.
nigga, that
Hey,
had
Nah,
was good.
just let it out, Mac. Just let it out. Bro.
I seen that
That had must have been crazy.
McDonald's.
This
No, I seen
story
that
is getting
McDonald's.
worse.
I seen that McDonald's. She had a hair full of gray hair. Still looked bad like the chick back in the days. And I was like, yo, I got a TV for you if you want it. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you start the conversation.
Hold on.
Oh, I got a
'Cause he
TV
wanted-
for you.
Yo, and why do you have an extra spare TV though? Like, where's the spare TV at?
What size is this TV?
Yeah, yeah.
Bro?
And where is it located in your house at this time? Like, where you had it at?
It's literally, look, that was years ago. Many moons ago.
He said that was years ago.
I'm not really proud of that, but I'm just telling you.
You
But
shouldn't be. That's a
Wow.
horrible story.
Got some young whippersnappers. Y'all little niggas. Y'all like young.
I got an
nigga.
old TV in my basement too on deck just in case.
You didn't have small talk with her like, oh, how you been, Miss Cologne? How you been? Where you been at? You ain't have small
I didn't
talk.
know her last name was Cologne.
Solid D was there.
Then you see
I
Patchy
think
back.
Solid D was there.
Patchy's back again.
That's how you know her name.
Solid D was good, man.
Yo,
Big
Jim,
Dino
what's
was
good,
good.
bro?
Mac was good.
What's
Hey,
up, Jim?
man. Yo, what's up with these roaches, man?
What's up, man? Talk about the roaches, bro.
Yo, I went on your the Strump Report employee, One Eye Willie, aka Patchy, aka I can't eat nothing because I ain't got no teeth. Went on this nigga shit. I'm like, yo, what's up with you and my man Mac Mizzing? You know when you dead that shit. We from the Bronx and all. I wasn't even talking crazy, but you know how I can be. So I'm like, yo, he said something about somebody that he beefed with on your panel.
You need to shut the
He
fuck
started
up.
calling the person out their name. I said, yo, the person is official. That's the sister shit. That's the bro and shit like that. He said, fuck you, SMD. But you was the same person on the phone when Matt Mean told me to chill with you, nigga. And I told your mother she can suck my dick. And you apologized to me. And I never apologized to you. So
you
how
let
dare
people
you?
know who you talking about because they probably don't even know who you talking about.
I'm talking about Latin Payne, the dopehead that had to go to Texas because he owed niggas dope debts in the Bronx. That's what I'm talking about. The nigga who be talking about Wayne Third and all Latin Kings, and the Latin Kings don't even know who the fuck he really is. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-mm-mm. Crazy. Yeah, he made this song. He made this song. He dissed me, China Mac today. This somebody else.
Listen, man.
I got
Every time. Listen, let me say something real quick because I don't be up here that much. But one thing I noticed, every time you put a subject up, he puts something about it up. Even if it's not the same thing, it's the same thing. But it's something going against what you said about the situation. Like you put something up about China Mac and then he put something up about math. Yeah, we watch your stupid ass. But you got to remember this. Every time you was on that phone sucking nuts, talking about people, we was there listening. You talking about God, but at the same time trying to still stab a nigga in the back. You the Judas. This is why I tell niggas not to fuck with your bitch ass.
Yeah, he
make
those songs. Hold
the difference between you, me, and him, Matt, we can step around here and not worry about owing nobody no dope debts. And our woman ain't got to take us over there and get us out them withdrawals because we healthy, we work out, we eat right, we think right, bank accounts is right. Motherfucking, your credit score probably on 300. I made my credit score 800 in 3 months. So listen, little nigga, you need to chill. And the bars that you spitting from 1996 that nobody give a fuck about, them shits is trash, nigga.
Terrible.
Real talk.
Was the TV color though, Mac? Was the TV in color, my nigga, or was it black and white?
It was black and white.
Oh,
that's what he seen.
Hold up,
ain't
Jim.
serial killer.
Jim,
Everything about listen. I want him to understand this too. He always talking about Puerto Ricans. He gotta understand this. My son and my daughter is Puerto Rican. Be black here too.
Did you
There's
have
no
the remote
separation. I'm
control
from the
for the
Bronx,
TV?
right? I'm
Like,
from the Bronx
was there
where
a
we
remote? Did
be
she get a
together
remote
here. So when
control?
you be trying to do that separation, and he also said, "Fuck all bloods, fuck the bloods, they could do this." But another check. You was in
Tommy,
Rikers
you there?
Island in a blood house. You wasn't in a Latin King house, and the only reason why you was in that crib is because the niggas let you live there.
Marco, remember the
It treat
cable
you,
that
they
used
treat
to
you
turn
good.
and used to make all type of noise like clack, 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 clack.
Why not Willie, man? No disrespect on what y'all doing. What I'm saying is you had a person that say to your brother, and at the same time for you to turn over. I don't know what the situation is, but when
Yeah.
I went up there, bro, I went up there on some peace shit trying to bring Bronx together. He went on there trying to stuff for everybody else because he in his emotion about a female that I don't even know like that. All I know is that she's on Matt Me panel. You got beef with Matt Me, so any little thing that you find to have a situation about with Mac, you gonna put it out there, but you can come and talk to people like real men, which you never gonna do because you're never gonna step in the Bronx. Because if
Facts.
you
Let's talk
do,
about it.
you gonna be in rehab again, nigga. You probably over there in rehab right now. You just fronting. You gotta move from here because you got urges.
Let's
Wait,
talk
hold
about
up,
it. Let's talk
hold up,
about
Jim.
it.
So, now, what I don't understand, my boy, is why the fuck keep this nigga keep making songs about me. You act like you my man one day, the next day you acting retarded. You're coming at everybody on YouTube. You're talking about how lost we are, but you trying to get into what we doing. It's starting to look like jealousy, my nigga. It's starting to look like a classic case of jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Where you watch every fucking thing that somebody do and you try to judge it. Instead of you doing what the fuck you gotta do for yourself, you
You know
talking
what
about
he is?
how
Yeah, that shit crazy, son.
I'm gonna use a
weird.
real
But
situation.
I got a
This
serious
man is
question though, not
passive
to really get
aggressive.
off topic, yo.
He
Like,
he want
yo,
to
could
talk shit, and then when it's too hard for him, he want to come back and then be a friend. Like me, I'm the type of person I ain't your friend no matter what. I knew what type of person you was. I was dealing with you because you was Mac Mean peoples, and Mac Mean was trying to show you a better way. But you see, dope heads got dope ways, so they gonna keep them same addict ways.
Mm-mm-mm.
So if you give them a little bit, they gonna want more, 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 more. If you don't give them more, then they want to talk shit and do all this extra
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
and try to
I got
separate race and shit. Like,
look, I got motherfuckers trying to look like me, trying to do the shit I do.
yo, Mac, what can I
Look,
say one thing though, Mac?
hold on for a second, Jim. Trying to do everything I do, ask for help. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand, and then turn around and attack me behind my back. He'll make a video and then call me and be like, "Yeah, man, I came at these niggas." Like, yo, bro, smoking 1,000 cigarettes like this. Yeah, I came at these niggas and all that. Yo, bro, get your life together. Stop trying to determine what somebody else's life is. You know what I mean? You done went on all my ops channel, ended videos, tell-alls, and all that. The fuck is you trying to contact me for, nigga? Lose the contact. Don't even do none of that shit. It's never going to be up. I'm never going to make a video about you, my nigga. I'm not bring you in the loop. I'm not teaching you niggas nothing. I don't give a fuck what you do. You can just go your way, my nigga.
yo,
All that
stop blowing
back
smoke in
and forth
that
shit.
dog face.
Yo, bro. All I'm saying
ASPCA
is,
ass
man,
nigga.
he think it's cool to be that age
Is
with
that a
no
dog
teeth,
or a cat?
with no eye. He think it's all right looking like that, looking like a hot mess, looking like a bad decision. If you want to look like that, then that's you, nigga. You out of shape. You don't look that good, nigga. You can't motherfucking make a show that nobody gonna watch. Every time you make a show, and if you right now on there with Cuban Link, I just seen the shit, right? If you only got like 10 people there. So that means that you have no type of swagger, no type of situation to make a person want to watch you because they know that you a snake and they know that you only want to sit here and make yourself look good for YouTube and we know you a bum ass nigga. And stop
Anyway,
using God because
Yo,
God don't
so
like niggas like you.
yeah,
It's
did
don't
he have
disrespect.
to
I
like
ain't try to put
mount the
God in it, but you always
TV
try to
or
pray
did
to
it come
Christ
with
and
a
stuff.
stand?
You know, the TV used to be the stand. How many of y'all had that TV that was broken, but you put a TV on top of? Yeah, it's crazy.
And it
With,
stay right there. You gotta
animals in his hand.
lean in against the wall a
Dude,
little
that's
bit.
exactly how I was
Yo,
So,
looking
yo,
at it. You see how
B-boy.
the
yo,
dog
what
looking at it
dog
like
is
Niggas,
that
OG
right
right
there?
there? That's how I was looking at last time.
niggas a killer. A
You know
killer.
what I'm
Tell
saying?
him, B-boy.
That look like a cat with no fur.
That's
Yo,
one of them
yo,
skinless
fake ass lad.
joints.
Is this a
Shit.
Mexican hairless?
Yo,
Yo, no, come
well,
on, man.
listen, if you
Ain't
put
got
a
no
patch on that
motherfucking
nigga
hair.
eye, you gonna look just like Patchy. You gonna look like Lad Payne, son.
That's a dope dog, though, man. I love dogs.
Yo, but why you cut all his hair off?
Nigga, he ain't got no hair. Look at his whole fucking body, dog.
Yeah, they just be having the mohawks and
They
shit.
hairless. They hairless. They ain't got no
They
hair.
really have
Let me see
mullets.
his body.
Huh?
Let me see his body.
Yeah, go.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that
the
nigga-
hairless joints.
That nigga was scared the
Yeah,
fuck out.
man. That's how Payne was looking before he went to Florida.
Tell him, B-boy,
He
right?
had no
Get him.
melanin.
Get him.
You know what I'm saying? But that
Yo,
dog
back
is
in the
nice.
day,
I
they
like
used to
that
call that a chupacabra in Mexico.
Chupacabra. Yeah, ain't that a monster?
Yo, I'm dead ass serious.
That's the Spanish monster, right?
Yeah, that's dead ass serious.
Yo,
That's
nigga
I know
said
dogs.
chupacabra.
They used to call them
call these dogs
chupacabras. Niggas would take pictures of them and act like they're some
You know the
different shit, but they really
Egyptians. You ever
hairless
see the
dogs.
Egyptians? These are the dogs.
Yeah.
That be with the
Yeah,
Egyptians.
man.
Yeah.
Word. That's
Real
what Patchy
spirit.
looked like on his picture, though.
Yeah.
With the
It's to
dog
keep
next to
it's
it.
to keep the evil
So,
thing
yo,
on his
Matt.
eyes away from me.
Yeah.
Did she
Yeah,
have
man.
to carry the TV back to her? Hold
It was
But
such a
Mark,
weird,
Y'all
such a
niggas back on
weird
the TV.
conversation.
Mark,
Soon
can I
you
ask you a
see her
question?
in the
I want to get
McDonald's,
this TV shit is my shit right now.
yeah,
How did
you
Yo,
she?
got.
Mark, can I ask you a
Where
question,
did she
bro?
pick it up, and how did she take it? Like, how did she get it to her
I
destination?
never gave her the TV.
That
He's trying to
was
get it to the house.
So you took the sex and you
He-
never gave it a TV. You's a
I
ill
would never-
nigga, son. You
Hold
said
on, let him
ill
finish the
nigga,
story.
son.
This is a Bronx nigga for real.
I
Man,
would
y'all
never.
niggas can't
Just
say
to
Patchy,
get it to
nigga.
the house,
Y'all
right?
niggas still
Nigga,
got
air
one.
better to ass better
Yo,
than on a TV, bro.
Nigga ass betted a 13-inch flat screen with no stand.
Right? I don't call my nigga Jamel. I call him Jamal Saladin, nigga.
Jamal.
Yo, Jamal Saladin. What you think about Patchy?
Dizzy is crazy.
The nigga that's in Texas
Try to
with
put
a bunch of
swag on it.
Mexicans talk about he Puerto Rican. What's wrong with him?
You know, addiction is a disease, bro.
Don't turn into Dr. Phil on me. I want to know what you really feel.
I mean,
Tell me.
bro.
Break it down like you about to break down the Bitcoin and all that.
It's like Charlie Murphy sniffing blow on Eddie Murphy couch.
To be honest, Latin
Yo.
Pain, he was with us at one point. He was like right there, and he
He
just
was never
stopped.
with us. He was trying to be with us.
He just stopped creating
never with
content. So I don't
First of
know.
all, look how he dressed. He wasn't with us.
Yo, what's up? Where my bread at, bro?
He all out of place.
He
Look how he's smoking them bogeys. I don't smoke cigarettes.
So I just asked you to give me my motherfucking.
I don't smoke that shit.
My nigga.
Don't smoke that shit, OG. You smoke that 24.
Eve J, what's good with you? What's good with
Yo,
you, Eve?
yo, Jamal Saladin. Listen to me. What you think about this man having no teeth?
Yo,
And
don't
one eye?
egg them on, man. Don't egg them on. Only the retards call me Jamal Saladin. Jim, you ain't retarded,
All
bro.
right. Jamel Saladin. Listen
Word.
to me, bro.
Fuck is
I'ma
my
tell you
money,
some
man?
shit. Nah. I'ma act remedial on this nigga Lampane for 1 second.
My fucking money, man.
I'm asking you a question. What you feel? Not the political correct side. I'm talking about the real side.
I mean, he's struggling right now, right?
Yeah, men come fucking poop. That's how I feel. He's struggling.
Must be
I ain't
something
gonna
wrong.
mess with your content, man.
How I feel is that as motherfuckers be stalking motherfuckers. That's how
It's just strange, man.
got stalkish behaviors. They see us up here. They your friends and shit. They do anything.
Cause y'all all was on the panel. He was talking greasy.
I haven't spoken to Latin in months, bro. I didn't even know y'all still speak to him.
Call that nigga Patchy.
I would
don't
have
talk
never
to
spoke to an individual like that. This is crazy.
He said, yo, I remember when you called me Patchy. You had everybody calling me One Eye Willie. He been tight about that.
Y'all talking about son with the raspy voice and shit?
Not that one, but I know.
Pull up on certain pages.
Yeah.
Yo,
the Spanish guy.
Listen, man.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
I'm making y'all uncomfortable, man, but he talking about he dealing with Knowledge Born, Uncle Grandpa, Jabberjaw.
That's the whole fact.
He said he was gonna smack your mama and everything. What's up? YouTube is for the birds, man. This side right here, the real side. Not my niggas here. But he was talking about y'all in the chat. That's how me and him engaged in an argument on his page. Just to let y'all know.
Well,
Know what I'm
he
saying?
like it looked like he like other people now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like these people would do anything to get niggas' attention.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
And I'll tell you this,
But
right?
one thing you gotta remember, when you don't live on 183rd no more, and
look what I'm
people
saying,
is
right?
local around here that know people, you gotta
Jeff,
watch out. Cause
look
some
what I'm
people
saying,
might want
right?
to come out
Look,
and
look,
talk
look,
about
look,
you a
listen
little
to me,
bit,
listen
nigga.
to me, right? Look,
All right,
listen
go
to
Shout
me.
ahead,
out to
go ahead.
Fordham. Shout out to
Niggas
Fordham.
make diss songs on me. I don't even see it. Niggas make videos on me. I don't even. It don't even reach my front desk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that why niggas is suffering and going through hell. You know what I mean? If anybody want to let them up on their panels, you know what I'm saying, to breathe life back into these motherfuckers, then do your thing. Today, this is what I want to focus on. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have a interview with China Mac. Yesterday we had Zip with the Drip. Um, on our side, we doing great things, right? And niggas will do anything to get the attention, right? Some people gonna fall by the wayside because some of these niggas, even some of the niggas you rock with, is into views, Jim. You know what I'm saying? That they want to get views. They care about being seen on the YouTube more than they care about how they look in real life. So those niggas, we ain't gonna help them get there. Only thing I can help you do is like that nigga that pulled the gun out on me last week. Only thing I can tell you is put it to your head and blow your own shit off. Cause then you be
Allegedly.
doing everybody the biggest favor. All right? And that's what and look what happened. I didn't have to do nothing. Not that I wish jail on a nigga, but what happened? They ran up in this hotel room and knocked him down the day before yesterday. You feel me?
Yeah, because when you curse a nigga, you really curse yourself. That's
Yeah,
life.
when you cursing somebody, you really cursing yourself. And that spirit, when somebody's always after you, and you know what I'm saying, out to prove that you are something that you definitely not, then that's their problem. You gotta let them rock with that problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't entertain them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I know what you and you know too how much
Yeah,
I
I
did
know.
certain niggas. But at the end of the day, even me talking about them in a bad way is helping them. So fuck them. Uncle Grand Corn, all them niggas. Fuck all the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Fuck
So how you
Black
feeling though? Fucking
Black Pain, fuck you too, nigga, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you already know what it is. Now you going and trying to poke at my peoples. We see what you doing out here, nigga. All right?
yeah,
You
one
run
out here.
around. Hold on, my nigga. You run around
All right, bro.
all my people shit. And then you try to poke holes at the people that's next to me and at me. I've been on live for 2 hours, but you think I don't get the messages let me know what the fuck you girl ass niggas is up to, right? Then you must be mistaken. You know what I'm saying?
See, bro, I came up here to talk to you, but before all that, this was shit was like 3, 4 weeks ago. I already go engage on niggas. I don't need to
Nah,
come tell you nothing. When
but
the
today,
arrow gets sent, I
that
pick the
happened,
arrow up and send it
look,
back at the sender,
that
nigga.
happened
Then I come talk to
look,
you about it.
listen, that happened 3 weeks ago, but the nigga talking about me today. All right,
Yeah,
so it's all
today.
relevant. It's all relevant. But what I'm trying to tell you is this, right? We don't give these niggas no more power around here. The only thing we try to do is take our peoples and empower them. You know what I'm saying? Salute Eve, I see you. You feel me? Like people like Eve, people like Saladin. You know what I mean? The people like Marco, the ones that support us, not the ones that watch us, don't support us, go behind our back, stab us in the back, hate on you because you did your research, hate on you because you did your work, hate on you because you get numbers, hate on you because you didn't fuck your life up. You know what I'm saying? And then try to create a life for you. Nigga, my life is my life. Your life, if your life was so magnificent, you wouldn't be worried about my life all day, nigga. Your life is miserable, nigga. Just like that song you did about me, how my life is miserable and I'm going from girl to girl to girl to this and this. What the fuck you know about me, nigga? If you could get another bitch, you probably would be with one. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about my woman? Your woman's a weak ass bitch. She's a weak.
Hello.
Listen. You running around with a weak ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? You pulling her into every fucking thing. You disrespecting mine. You know what I mean? So fuck your bitch, nigga. She's a weak ass nigga to fuck with a girl ass nigga that look like you. You know what I mean? That do weak nigga shit. Wait for you to go to sleep and blog all night and smoke a whole pack of cigarettes on a nigga that you never even met in real life, nigga. Real talk. You niggas obsessed in an unhealthy way. All right? You got a weak ass bitch. You got a weak ass circle. Stop putting them niggas on the phone with me, man. Use the whole setup. You spend your own self. If you think you're doing something to me, but you playing with God, you know what I'm saying? All day. I really believe in God. I might not do everything the right way, but God is in my heart. God ain't in your heart, my nigga, because you move with an evil demon spirit, nigga. So all that fake shit you did to me, It can't hurt me. You only hurting your own self. At the end of the day, your channel is dead, nigga. Get the fuck off of YouTube. You too in your own way, my nigga. Because even when I'm telling you, yo, listen, pull up, let me show you how to fix the channel, you still want to come out here and diss everybody, the Bloods, you know what I'm saying? The blacks, or everybody. And then say how fucking righteous you are as a Puerto Rican and as a Christian, my nigga. You's a fake ass nigga. That's what the fuck you is. You fucking with a fake ass bitch. If she ain't telling you what I'm telling you, then you's a fake ass nigga. And if you over there with them niggas, then that's where you deserve to be.
That's where you
That's
gotta be.
now I done gave you niggas.
That's where you
Yo,
gotta be.
I'm gonna pull everybody off the live. I'm gonna dead this fucking live. Yo, matter of fact, everybody out of here. You know what I'm saying? I love all y'all, man. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing my shit, right? I'm doing my shit. Hold on, let me get everybody up out of here. Salute to everybody that pulled up. Because my content wasn't about none of that. The shit me and Saladin was talking about wasn't about none of that. You know what I'm saying? None of that. These niggas talking about me all day, all night, nigga. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I know what the fuck I got. And I know what I told you. You dig? I know what come out my mouth, nigga. Nothing but the truth. So I can stand on that. You know what I'm saying? I can stand on who Mac Mean is. Mac Mean is Mac Mean. Brand you can trust. TSTV. All that shit. Y'all seen me create that shit brick by myself. I didn't suck Africa Band by the dick. I didn't do no fake shit out here. I didn't blame nobody for nothing. I didn't do none of that. And I still was me talking about my story. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, y'all niggas is watching me all motherfucking day and going. And I'm talking about these content creators. Y'all niggas trying to get together. One nigga got a fake beef. You add another nigga with that same fake nigga. They all come out the same camp. I get 98% likes on my videos. You gotta give a fuck. Them 2% is those pesticides that we pushed to the side a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So Latin Pain, whatever you doing, everybody that Latin Pain, and all my people know that Latin Pain is poison. You know what I'm saying? You always going to my circles and you trying to poison them, telling them fake shit about me, my nigga, when you don't even know me, nigga. You only know what I tell you, Holmes. You's a gullible ass nigga, man. And that's why you got a gullible ass bitch. You want to talk about my woman, man? My woman is a degree holder, nigga. My woman knows my mother. My girl ain't hiding. You know what I'm saying? My girl know what the fuck is going on with me. And whatever life I live, you know what I'm saying? That's for me to live, nigga. The reality of my life, if you really knew my life, if you hating on me now, nigga, if you really, really, really knew my life, you would want to pull up on me and kill me, nigga. There was a time where I told you, yo, you can pull up and I'll make sure you all right. So whatever you going through, nigga, you want to talk about my personal business? How many times you got on the phone with me and say, yo, you ready to kill your fucking girls, kids and shit? Them niggas is playing with you. Got, you know what I mean? They all up in your house, running through your house. You know what I'm saying? You know, nigga got his shirt off, smoking weed, doing their thing, and you feel like you want to poke your chest out, nigga. How many things you told me like that? Nigga, worry about your own household, nigga. Why you keep worrying about what I got going on, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Worry about your own household. You talking about how demonic and this the internet is, but yet you are the number one nigga trying to be up on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Jim, you good? Nah, Jim, I needed that. I needed that. But I need to be doing this by myself because I don't need them attacking more and more people because they see y'all up on the panel. They done attacked Gemstone. They done came for Saladin. They, you know what I'm saying? Like next it'll be Marco and you know what I'm saying, and everybody else. At the end of the day, old boy Wavy, you feel me? I'm telling you how I feel, nigga. You niggas is weak ass niggas. Nothing that you say can affect my reality, my nigga. At the end of the day, you niggas done told me your whole lives and shit like that. I told you niggas what I want you to hear. That's why my own mama might be looking at this shit laughing at you niggas. And my baby mama and all the bitches you'll be told. What bitch you know that been with me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I tell you, boy. That's the only thing you know. You never been around me. You know what I'm saying? You want to know something about me? Go back to Wax AP channel and ask him about me because he really know me. He really been here. He stayed in my house, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. You're going to the wrong niggas. So it's funny how you niggas go to all my people and try to poison them about me and my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's Eve or anybody. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, namely Eve now. Why y'all so obsessed with Eve, nigga? You an uncle grand corn. You probably want to fuck her. That's what the fuck it is. Why don't you just tell a bitch you want to fuck her, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to stalking her. You know what I'm saying? And when she start going in on your bitch, you feel me? You'll understand why. You open up the doors for that, you little fucking homo. Let me tell you something, nigga. Something else you should know, Holmes. All right? When somebody take your fucking eyeball out your face, nigga, I want to interview her. And now that you got my attention, nigga, we gonna really go there. I'm gonna really go there. You want to be YouTube famous, nigga? You want to be in the conversation? I'm gonna get you in the conversation, nigga. All right? I'm gonna get you in the conversation. I'm gonna go on everybody panel. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw the fucking word out that we need to get you popping, Holmes. You's a sucker, bro. You's a whole sucker. I hear about what you do all the time. I see you sending me these videos like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody after you, man. Fuck you, nigga. The devil's after you, nigga. That's why nobody want to be next to you. The devil's after you, Holmes. The devil ain't after me. I ain't worried about nothing. If I die today, I'm cool. You, on the other hand, bro, you are a fucking demonic ass nigga. You's a narcissist piece of shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you taught me that word. Because now I really see that you was talking about your own self the whole fucking time, nigga. You out there in Mexico, in Texaco, you know what I mean, trying to create a whole new reality. Bitch done poked your eye out with a fucking fork. Said they accused you of the worst shit. My people ain't never do that to me. My baby moms ain't do that to me. Nigga, my baby mama hit me today talking about how much money she wants to send me for fucking income tax. Tell her, hold that shit for yourself. Are you kidding me? You know what the fuck I told you, goofball? One thing I know about you niggas is I can smell when you want something. I can just smell it, nigga. I got 16,000 subs. Means shit to me. But it means a lot to you niggas that want it. It means a lot to you niggas that want it. And I don't do the shit these niggas do to get my numbers up. My numbers just go up. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? There's no time limit on this, nigga. On real shit. You need to worry about what you doing with your failing ass fucking life, nigga. What job you got, nigga? You living off a social security check, my nigga. When you don't go to work, your girl go to work, you take all her money. It's a classic story, my nigga. Real talk. You went down there with the weakest, you know what I'm saying, co-signing bitch you could find. You know what I mean? You're not comfortable in your own house, nigga. You want to tell me what I'm doing in my crib? I pay my own bills, nigga. Do you? Do you pay all your own bills? Do you own your car? No. Y'all probably don't own that funky house you live. Yo, bro. Stop playing with people out here, man. And I can't wait for Eve to go burn you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait for it. I'm gonna wait for that plate because I know that instead of you doing what you gotta do, you're gonna waste your time looking at us now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even gonna talk about you. I was talking about real important shit. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop. Shit that you might be able to. Matter of fact, you can't even understand that or get into the conversation because you're too fucking low key racist, nigga. Let's get to that. You're a low key racist. That's why you're always up in black people business trying to play them against each other, trying to play all the black people against each other. Always talking about black issues and why the black people's like this. You a fucking closet racist, nigga. You's a whole pussy ass closet racist, my nigga. And it's all over you. And I try to help you change some of that shit about yourself. But now that I've realized that you cannot be helped, nigga, you can't be helped, Holmes. Put your ass back on the block list, man, before you see this and start fucking blowing my phone up. Listen to this goofy shit that he sent me today.
What up, son? 10 toes down, 054. You gonna like this. Cause you's a clout chaser, and that's all you about. You keep the next man's name like a dick in your mouth. Cause you's a clout chaser.
You're talking about you're a clout chaser. You know what I'm saying? You got dick in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You're a clout chaser. Always got dick in your mouth and all that. Yo, listen. Real talk. In real life, I heard you put dick in your mouth, nigga. This is some old weird ass Shit, you sent me this, nigga. After I told you, man, it's a dub. Leave me the fuck alone, Holmes. Like you like a bitch. That's what you sent. Oh man. You put this nigga on block. I don't even know how the fuck you found me on this shit, because I'm not your friend on this shit. Trying to get known on YouTube, trying to get known on Facebook, trying to get known on Instagram, trying to get known on everything and talk about how evil it is. And you such in a rush to get here. It's so evil that you addicted to it, nigga. It's so evil that you watch this shit every day and you try to get in this shit every day. It's so evil that you go and source all of my friends and try to fuck them over somehow. Do I have to name everybody, my nigga? Even with Uncle Grandcorn. He was your enemy. Remember that? Now you have no place to go. Except for the couple people that still got a little love ticking in their fucking heart and allow you to get up on their panel. You would never get on my panel again, nigga. I would destroy you up here, nigga. Hit that line. Hit that shit if you want. Matter of fact, being that we doing long ass lives, let me go ahead and show them that video about you, bro. See, you playing with the wrong vatos, nigga. Let me remind them. Niggas be forgetting how devious I be out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be nice. I'm sick and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was letting people have fun on the panel and all that. But I'm going to remind you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I got to bring you back to memory of how I did you the last time you came up on this fucking panel, nigga. Playing games with me, just stupid ass missing eyeball. Crazy, man. Talking about my girl and all that. I never said nothing about Izzy. I never said nothing about nothing that you do. But fuck that bitch too. You know what I'm saying? Because you said that's your wife, right? Both of y'all connected. Just like Uncle Grandcorn and his wife. Fuck both of them too. What's his wife Instagram? I'm going to find it out because she hit me on Instagram. I don't know why he told her to hit my Instagram, but you playing with fire, Puto. Now, didn't we go through this before? Let me show y'all something, man. This is a repeat offender, man. This one-eye motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? My man said you playing with the wrong vatos. Word. Now you chasing Eve around and shit. People told me stay out of shit and all that, but really, I'm the one that give advice. All right, I ain't gonna hold you. I basically do whatever the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Let me just keep it real because I know what I'm doing is the right thing. At this point, the games that y'all playing and y'all expect us to keep ignoring you niggas, fuck that, man. Fuck that, nigga. You been stalking me for a minute. You stalking Perry. Talking about Mr. You know what I'm saying? You stalk my nigga on Bees, 183rd. You stalk everybody. Even when I'm telling you this is my man, you don't respect nothing. So fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Tell that story again how your eye got taken, bro. Why you took all your videos down, Puto? See, but one thing that y'all niggas forget about is that we do a long-term work around this motherfucker. All right? Now, reminder, Exhibit A. You know what I'm saying? And I know they like to play back everything I say, so I'm really careful about what come out my mouth, nigga. Y'all remember this exchange?
Trusting y'all niggas, I'm the bad guy.
The same exact hat I got on right now is the hat that I got on in this video. My nigga, this
funny.
Look. Come to my show playing games.
Nigga, son. That's how you get to talk to me, you heard? That's how you get to talk to me too. Why with your little slam and all that? Come on, son. Stop, nigga. Stop. You ain't gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? You fronting, son.
I'm front for what? Look at that evil eye they giving me. You know what I'm saying? Look at that evil eye. He giving me that evil eye. Matter of fact, let's not even listen to none of this. Because words is spirit. But look at this. Pain. Look at this. This is the Christian. This is what you have to forward to look to in church. There's a nigga that's coming at you like this with one angle telling you, you know what I'm saying, like words of spirits and all this other dumb, goofy shit. No,
You ain't gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? You fronting, son.
I'm frying about what?
Fronting.
Talk.
You know, Mac ran to bees like a baby mother. You know the shit I be talking be true, nigga.
I think he's putting the coke back in his nose.
Stop fronting, my nigga. You heard?
Conversation.
You heard? You know the shit I be talking be true, nigga.
Hey,
You don't believe the shit you say
Is that a duck in the background?
yourself.
Tell the
Put that
people.
on your mom's. Put that on your mom's life right now. You believe the shit you kicking, nigga. You heard? And don't bring Rafiq.
Is that a dog in the background? I mean, a duck.
Yo, next time you talk to Rafiq, ask him who's Greg. You heard? Ask him.
You see this? This is the Christian. This is the good old Christian right here. You know what I'm saying?
Don't let me get nasty, my nigga. You heard?
Yeah,
Cause I stopped trusting y'all niggas. I'm the bad guy. You heard?
Please get nasty. You just running your mouth. You said.
You been right. I heard you. I looked at my phone. Fuck this nigga calling me so late for.
The first thing you said was what?
He said, "Look at this phone with who's calling me so late." He said he had me on block. Right?
Ran to bees like a baby mother, right?
Like a baby mother.
Now, help me explain what you're talking about.
What's up? What you said?
Explain what you
see. What the nigga was talking that he was mad at me because he came to me and asked me to tell him what my homeboy looked like and where he lived. Do you understand what I'm saying? He came to me and asked me to tell him where my homeboy. This is a nigga I met on YouTube asking me some shit like that. I thought he would be smarter than that. You feel me? Now he's saying I ran back to bees like a baby mother because he let bees play him. I didn't say shit to bees. That's the kicker. Bees used the nigga because bees got a channel called King Troll. He was trolling him. You feel me? And he insinuated that you playing with Mac and you don't even know my history with Mac. After I told him that's my man. And he still came to me and was like, yo, I want that nigga location, his face, and all that. You know what I'm saying? You got a picture of him? Shit like that. That's where me and this nigga went bad. This is where he went to the enemies, jumped on there, did a tell all about me and my whole life and how you know what I'm saying, all type of lies and shit about me, all because of that. And now he come to my live and get roasted. Look at this shit.
What you talking about?
When I told you, yo, what homie look like, son? You ran back, yo, son, this nigga asking me what you look like and all that. Come on, son. You be disrespecting the loyalty, son. You be disrespecting the union, my nigga. You could tell the people what you want.
What union is that? I ain't no fucking Lion King, nigga.
It don't mean nothing to me, you heard?
Can I explain to you?
After all the extra disrespect.
Can I answer now? You said what you said. Can I answer?
You know, look, he can't take it. He can't take it. He can't take it.
Now.
Fuck out of here.
Can I answer now?
You look like a
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
See, I created this lane, y'all. You niggas came to this shit looking at a nigga like me, trying to figure this shit out, bro. Stop playing with me, boy. You goofy ass nigga. And for my peoples, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna tell. Like, this is why I'm a real lonely nigga now. This is why I don't roll with too many people. This is why I don't have no zoo ass panels and shit like that. I know a lot of fucking people, you know what I'm saying? And most people know not to play with me. But, you know, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, all these niggas, I don't give a fuck. Name them. Put them in the motherfucking chat. And I'll tell you, all of these niggas on these YouTube streets, no, don't play with me. I got a certain amount of cool with me. Hit the like button, y'all. Long lives. Talking about fuck blood. He got mad because he was talking about Eve. I said, who you talking about? Calling sis nappy headed. You see what I'm saying? Disrespecting them. And you think you got a pass to disrespect black people whenever the fuck you want to, bro. It's a pattern. What if I start targeting Puerto Ricans, you know what I'm saying? And one-eye motherfuckers every day. That's what you do. Y'all niggas do fucking the worst shit and then turn around and look at what we do. Nigga, I've been merciful to you, nigga. I'm a blessing to you, nigga. You feel me? I'm a blessing to a lot of you niggas. And I don't move like that. And y'all take advantage of my trust in you. But just know that. That's that surface trust shit. You know what I mean? The real trust, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get here. You can't get here. Show too many signs of the devil, man.
Now you kicked out of here, nigga. Now, what's up, Jim? Now, you see how nice I am? I could let niggas up there and stayed in the background. You feel where I'm coming from? And did you dirty, but I didn't. I let you talk yourself into a fucking grave. And I was about to speak nice. You know what I was about to do right now? I was about to say, let me enjoy some content when this nigga was a real nigga. I told you they always in the cloud.
I created that sector, nigga. I created that sector, nigga. All these niggas up here and all that shit. I created that shit. And I told y'all, watch out when niggas start coming for you, the trolls and all that. Don't let them turn you against the team. And that's exactly what you niggas did. You niggas was weak. I'm about to say, let me enjoy some content when this nigga was a real.
In the back, bro, cut it out. You heard? Hey, yo, Gemstone, what's up? That's not Jim. I'm out of here.
Yo, why that nigga Quinn got a rich,
What's
man?
up?
That nigga a turn. Fuck
Who?
all these niggas, man.
See that fake shit? I called you on live, you stupid motherfucker.
It's a fact.
I hear you.
I don't owe you an explanation, though, but what's the problem?
You went right
No, for that shit, son.
TSTV, a brand you can trust. Now, if you look, like I'm trying to tell you, like Jim is saying too, this ain't just start. This ain't just start. This hatred, this love, hate shit and all that, man. I'm done with y'all niggas, man. Jim, all these niggas, and Jim was been saying this shit that he was saying. Like what? Like
But that nigga Quinn got a rich,
What's
man.
up?
That nigga a turn.
Payne, why you pulling back up? You want to yell. Go yell on Roski and Knowledge Born channel. You asked me a question. You said something, and before I could say something back, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Are you going to listen? Yo, if you yelling again, I'm going to cut you off.
Jim's throwing in the back laughing because he know I'm setting this stupid nigga up.
As soon as you're not talking.
Projection.
What's
That's
up?
called projection, nigga.
So projection. This is what he's saying. I'm projecting. I'm doing my motherfucking show, doing my life. This nigga's constantly putting himself in front of me. I don't fuck with this nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? Used to be my nigga like that. You know what I mean? Today I try to have mercy. I don't give a fuck about that shit no more. Talking about some projection. Exactly what you're doing is projection, nigga. I'm minding my fucking business, nigga.
You ain't hear me raise my voice. You ain't hear me raise my voice.
So can I answer your question? Can I say something?
You woke me up, nigga. You called my phone for that shit, son?
Nigga, you went right to voicemail. You knew I called you because you was watching, motherfucker. You went right.
So I'm telling him that you was watching the show the whole time. That's why you smoking cigarette after cigarette. He's saying he wasn't. He's saying he was asleep. Now check this out.
No, my shit turned blue. I put everybody on.
Look, while he's talking, I'm calling him. He don't even know what I'm doing.
Block. My shit turned blue for you, nigga.
It turned blue for me.
Yeah, son. I get this round circle with a line in it, nigga. Blue. I looked at that shit like,
It's like ringing now, right?
So what's your problem?
It's ringing now.
Yeah, it's ringing right now.
What's wrong with that, y'all? I'm gonna do it one more time, man. Because I move quick. I move real fucking quick. Tell me what the fuck is wrong with this right here, y'all.
What that shit, son?
Nigga, you went right to voicemail. You knew I called you because you was watching, motherfucker. You went right to voicemail.
No, my shit turned blue. I put everybody on block. My shit turned blue for you, nigga.
It turned blue for me.
Yeah, son. I get this round circle with a line in it, nigga. Blue.
Look.
I looked at that shit like,
it's like ringing now.
He has no idea I'm calling him as we speaking.
All right.
So what's your problem?
On the same phone. Watch how he put that cigarette in his mouth and he hit the phone.
It's ringing now.
Watch, look.
Yeah, it's ringing right now.
It didn't ring before.
Because I had it on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, it's a fact.
I hear you.
I don't owe you an explanation, though, but what's your problem?
Man, get up out of here. Get up out of here, bro. Now you banned. Get up out of here. I never blocked that nigga one time. Now you blocked.
Embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing. 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 And you know what's so crazy? Because you want to see some niggas go down. And this motherfucker is just an example of a nigga that just can't get right, man. Real simple, man. I don't watch y'all niggas, but yet you make a video every single day talking shit about everybody that you call a dirty sex. Like, it's, bro, leave people alone, man. What's wrong with you, bro? You want one of my teeth? Need an eyeball? Huh? It sound like you jealous because you think that I get a lot of women. Oh, you go from women to women. You made a rhyme about me going from women to women. That is gay and trash. Oh, let me go pull this trash up. Oh, you so trash. You're depressing when you rap, man. If it was dope, I would fucking share it. I was about to share it just because you don't get no views. I was gonna share it just for that, just to be a dickhead. I might still do it right now. Let me go to this shit. Let me see what he talking about. This nigga's waiting for me to go live.
Outside when I had my face cut, and I was going rock him on the spot. But he was just coming in the club.
Look, Cuban Link is the Cuban Link on his channel right now.
What happened, Cuban? He was surprised too, so I let it go like that. And that one time, but then later on,
look what I wrote.
I heard the song that I'm again was talking a little bit, and I took it personal. Like he talking
Cuban
about me.
Cuban Link is a rat or raton.
The Terror Squad album, the joint. Yeah, I dropped a verse or something. So I caught him in the bootleg.
Nah, I ain't gonna bother his live.
Bootleg spot like at 2 a.m. And I it was, you know.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna hit the link. I'm gonna disturb his live with Cuban Link. Be like, yo, why you ratting for, man? Why you be ratting on niggas? You Puerto Rican fucking rat. Him like, oh, you racist, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And we have to get that straight.
Why you still talking about Fat Joe, man? Let me go hit this link. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all how to do this. Y'all want to? I'm gonna show. He gonna look at this later and be like, damn, bro, I need to stop fucking with people. Now I'm gonna hit your link. Should I hit the link and go up in there and disturb the Cuban Link interview, y'all? Should I? Should I? And ask him, why is you still talking about fucking Fat Joe? You fucking Cuban rat. Should I hit the link, man? Get in the link. Get in the comments. Yes. All I need to do is see Shakira. He ain't gonna let me up. Well, let me see. Let's go have some fun. Now don't go over there.
Got me and showed me that he had love, whatever. He had no problems with me like that, and it was cool to this day. So I got nothing to say about him again. That transpired. Those things transpired. You know what I'm saying? And he's a dope producer also. He became a dope producer.
They ain't gonna let me up. I'm waiting backstage.
In my album, 24K. We used some beats from him in the Terror Squad album too. There when I was around. So he was becoming a great producer. But I just feel sad and bad for him.
You see how you fuck yourself up? You trying to do content now, and now you done started a beef and you forgot what you did 5 minutes ago. He didn't want to let me up on the screen. He know I'm gonna fuck this shit up.
Working as hard and putting that work in.
Look, I'm waiting backstage.
And everything. And it's still to this day probably. And he never made an album. You know what I'm saying? And I was I felt more bad when I heard they said, I didn't want to make an album.
Puerto Ricans are active tonight, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? That's not what I wanted. It wasn't Joe's fault. Come on, my nigga. You for real? Like, that's not Joe's fault. You think as an artist,
talking about Fat Joe.
You want to make an album?
Always talking about Fat Joe.
That's why you was rapping with
go make a rap song, nigga.
We all wanted to make an album. We just had to wait our turn. But we all want to be in that position to make an album and get our turn. So,
he don't want to let me up here.
Some niggas.
And y'all know I love my Puerto Ricans, man.
My questions, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yo, like I said, you a legend in the game.
I got Puerto Rican kids. You know what I'm saying? Like Gemstone said. My last 2 kids is Puerto Ricans.
Yeah. Like I said, I never actually met him personally. He probably knew my brother. I think my brother said he met him or knew him or whatever because he was from the area. He was from the area, but he was a little older than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he ain't let me up.
But yeah, man. Yeah. Wallace and Kruger over there. Yeah, because I was more up on B Road. I was by past Gun Hill. You know what I'm saying? But I used to steal there because. Nah, because my whole family lived on Allerton shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm about to disturb this.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, listen, man. Thank you for answering my questions, brother. Make sure, subscribe to Major Key Boxing too, brother. You know what I'm saying? Check out those new videos.
I'm gonna violate Cuban Link. You better not let me on your fucking stage, nigga.
For someone love and support as well, brother.
I'm about to do this nigga bad.
I'm saying that's the book, man. You know what I'm saying? You got me telling stories that nobody even heard. Yo, man, I'm just nigga. Hold me down real quick, man. That's where the fucking front, you know what I'm saying? Yo, let's do this, baby. So we're around the corner, like 101, toe to toe. Any stupid ass who fast the fuck.
Trash ass show. They don't want to let me on stage. That's why you ain't never getting on this stage, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Okay, let me see what was going on this side. All right, let me see. Wait 1 second, y'all. 1 second, because I'm trying to do my homework and see who else is hating on me out here. I gotta get to all these niggas tonight.
In the world with 1,000 golden girls. Shorty never tell me if she let me get the word up. Nah, it ain't shit.
Anyway, I'll do my homework tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? And get to these niggas tomorrow. Alright? Because I gotta go. I'm about sick of YouTube right now, you know what I'm saying? Alright, salute to everybody that pulled up, hit the panel, man. I ain't mean to get y'all mixed up in no bullshit. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are always up to the work of the devil. We trying to constantly do the work of God. Get this money. You feel me? That type of shit. I'm out of here, man.